Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is Game 3 as the Spurs head up to New York to play in the Garden. Tip set for 7:30 on ABC. The Knicks have won each of their last 13. That's the second longest win streak in a playoff run in NBA history. Only the 2017 Warriors had a longer streak. They won 15 straight. The Spurs get back to the Garden for the first time into the playoffs since June the 25th in 1999. That's where they danced at midcourt, winning Game 5 and the NBA title by a single point, 78-77. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. And here with me in studio today.
Here I am.
It is Mr. Rob Thompson.
Snuck up on me this morning.
Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. It kind of jumped into the show. I was in deep prep and didn't realize that it's showtime.
I got to work late today because I woke up late.
I did too.
I snoozed my alarm, which I pretty much never do.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the official beginning of summer. I really felt like this weekend, not last weekend, this weekend, it's summer.
Well, I felt like I got drugged.
Well, that's the summer vibe.
And I was like, what did I eat last night?
Wore
I was
out.
trying to figure out what it could have been. I ate a bunch of sushi last night, so now I've determined that I've got mercury poisoning.
That's
why
probably more likely.
Yes,
Dude,
that's what I
things
believe.
I don't often say.
Is you've got mercury
No,
poisoning?
I ate a bunch of sushi last night.
Oh my God, I ate about popped last night, sushi. And I don't eat the well, I mean I do. I'll eat a sushi roll like with the rice, but I like just sashimi. I like just a piece of fish. And
I don't mind that. I have to have seaweed, but it's just,
I don't need that either.
I like it, but it's just not something I eat a whole lot of.
Oh my gosh, I will eat a pound. I mean,
I have to cut it off. I can't have that much fish.
Well, because you get mercury poisoning.
That
like
might
I've
be
got.
it. Maybe I could have that many oysters.
Okay.
I just never have eaten my fill of sushi.
Oh, I do all the time.
Well, I'm glad you did. So you were actually down by the water. Was it fresh sushi, or did you have that?
Oh
here?
no, I didn't. I ate that here. I was already here last night.
I thought you were eating a little bit of redfish sushi right there on the bay.
No.
Redfish sushi on Baffin Bay. That sounds like an album.
No, we had Lavaca barbecue though.
Oh, went down to one of the top 50.
Man, they are good. I know it's a little ways out of the way, but if you haven't been there,
it's funny.
Well worth the trip.
How quality barbecue is going south, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't
we're
that
figuring it out.
Used to, we were the southern edge of any kind of decent barbecue, and you went further. I mean, you weren't going to find it anymore from here. I mean, Del Rio's, you had to come here. There wasn't, but now they got places close to them.
Well, I mean, used to, if you wanted real good barbecue,
you had to go east.
You couldn't get out of Austin.
Yeah.
And
well, you always had it. San Antonio had to go east. We had to go to. We had to head. Well, I mean, the obvious ones there in Luling.
Yeah.
I mean, but we had to
Luling, Lockhart, that area.
That little stretch of the world. But we never had anything much local, and now that's grown. And obviously, Austin's always been loaded. But to say that you can go to Lavaca, where's the one that we stopped at there in?
What is the name of that little town?
Sinton.
Yeah, I think it is.
It was a little, a brilliant place, and the place down in Brownsville that just rocked. So yeah, there's good spots down here.
Yep, some good grubbing. But yeah, good time down at the beach. Got a little outside time, and I say outside time like you were like, did you go walk on the sand? Because my knee is bulky this week. Rob said, did you walk in the sand? No, I didn't leave the house. I was either on the porch soaking up the outside, or inside watching hockey on the television.
Yeah, at least there was some joy in Mudville for you. You got a little respite on Saturday night.
Yeah, because
the rest of us have been suffering.
Well, Friday night all gathered round and watched the game.
Yeah,
and it was there was no joy. That what a it was. I mean, it was a kick in the balls, and it was even worse than Game 1.
I'd rather lose by .03. I'd rather lose by 20. Because that, and some of those you just get beat. They lost that game.
Yeah.
You lost it. You had it in your hands twice, quite frankly. But the second time, it was there to be taken, and you didn't do it.
And I'm talking the craziest part. They fought all the way back, only to just crap their pants, basically. It was one of the most frustrating losses of the season. In a season where usually when they did lose, it was in frustrating fashion because they've blown plenty of fourth quarter leads. But to come all the way back in the fourth quarter and then to...
Again, I don't know what's a worse way to lose. I really don't. Because you gave it to them. There was nothing other than you opened the door, you stepped aside and said, okay, it's your turn, go win the game. And it was obviously, the Wemby bad pass is just part of a 30-second just collapse. So what are you going to do? You take the good. That the 6 minutes prior to that were spectacular, and see if you can take that with you. Maybe that's enough to prove to you that, dude, you can beat these guys.
Yeah.
And you just gave it to them inexplicably for whatever reason. And I'm not mad at the Wemby shot. You'll miss shots. That's okay. You'll miss shots. There comes time when you need to make more of them than the other team. But when you miss a shot like that, dude, sometimes it just doesn't go. It was the 30 seconds prior to that where what happened?
A critical turnover, and then could you have asked for much of a better shot than what Wemby got? Obviously, you'd like to be a little closer to the rim, but
I'm not mad at the shot. It was a nice play. You had your 7'5" dude open to the glass. You just missed the shot. That alone is not a crime. That alone is part of being a champion. You got to take the shot to make the shot, and the great ones only make about 30% of those. So that's a forgivable, oh my God, that hurt kind of a thing. Certainly, I'm not happy that you missed, but I'm not blaming you. It was the unfortunate brain dead move by Wemby where he can't still figure out what position he wants to play.
And that's what
dude, that was right there all offseason. I want you to remember that. You're one or the other. You're not both.
I was having a discussion about just this. It's like, well, why wouldn't Castle be looking for the ball
He
there?
was. He turned around twice and goes, well, I guess he thinks he's a guard now. I'm going to go down court.
Yeah, why wasn't he asking for the ball? And it's like, well, this is what Wemby is. Wemby, gets in his mind sometime, I'm the point guard.
And Steph turned dude, I'm open. Took another step. Look, but dude, okay.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it?
And after the second one, dude, I'm gone. What do you want me to do? So I don't blame him. He did exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he did. He looked for the ball, and just Wemby had decided he was taking it, and then he decided not to.
Hesitancy kills. Always, always, always. He who hesitates is always lost.
And this is it's hard to. And you could tell me if this is a fair thing to say or not. Right now, the play of Victor Wembanyama is costing this team. Wemby, again, if you look at the final stats and you go, oh, he had 29 points. That's pretty good. It was not a great night for Wemby.
Yeah, but I won't go as far as costing the team. They're not there but for him.
Well,
he made a mistake.
Of course.
He made a mistake. And
he also played about the worst first half you could play.
He did. There's 100 reasons to be upset with your star player. There's 100 reasons why, but the nopes and the blocks and the other things that he does still outweigh a lot of the stuff. So I'm not advocating anything other than, dude, you're just going to have to be the star you're supposed to be, but sooner than we expected. You're just going to have to do it, or you're going to have one of those summers that I hope is part of the prologue to greatness. You're going to have one of those summers that Michael talked about after 6 years, that Larry talked about after Magic kicked his ass, all those things. You're going to get one of those. You're going to be blessed with the misfortune of getting your ass kicked on national television and trying to fix yourself. And you know what? Only about 30% of the dudes come back from this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not a lot of people that come back from an ass whipping like this. You're going to have to overcome stuff. Or you're going to be starting putting in some categories that include Chris Webber and Benoit Benjamin and all these other dudes that got real close and folded under pressure. So don't go there because it gets real hard to get out.
Yeah, somebody mentioned last week, it was before Game 2, obviously, but someone said maybe the Spurs are like the Orlando Magic that ran into the Rockets.
Not maybe. This is a photocopy of that series.
It's a brilliant team that is full of guys who are going to eventually be phenomenal, but they are overwhelmed by the moment and making young guy mistakes. And someone brought up Nick Anderson missing those free throws and how it was just a melt after that. And I said, maybe that's what it is, man.
It feels men against boys, a talent versus savvy and talent, and all the little things. Every one of the 50-50 things is going to New York. Spurs have none of the 50-50 stuff, none of the aggressive stuff, none of the go-get-ems. Now, yeah, they're rebounding. It's not like they're not rebounding. They're rebounding okay. But at the end of the day, the hustle stuff, the things that matter, they're getting beat in all the categories. And that's why you lose to men, because they know the little things are required to win. The little things get you over the top. Everybody can do the big stuff.
And if you came here from an alien planet and you watched these two games and you had heard, oh, there's this player there that everyone is fascinated by, he's the greatest thing going, and you watch these two games, you would think Karl Anthony Towns was the future of the NBA.
Well, again, I think you're being a little bit hard on him. The dude did score 29 points in a finals game. I mean, he did. There were some things that were pretty impressive still. He just let himself down at the end of the game with some indecision. But he is still, for those that have never seen him, I still think he provides plenty of jaw-dropping, oh, my God.
Oh, sure, there is those.
And there's still the nopes. There's still shots not being taken. And when, despite the first half, which was, what the hell was that? The comeback part was Wemby. That was him. And it was the multifaceted Wemby, which is the nightmare part of it, because he didn't ever establish dominance at anything. At anything. You're 7'5", and you didn't dominate anything. Now, you were good in some things, average in others, and poor in some. But you never dominated anything. You're 7-freaking-5, dude. Choose one and be great at it. You can't be a little bit of everything.
And one thing that continues to be a problem is bench production. Dylan Harper did what Dylan Harper's been doing, and he was excellent off the bench. Unfortunately, Keldon did what he's been doing and gave absolutely nothing. That's
it. That's the bench. You just named it. Other than our Mr. Cornette time spent starting a run.
Cornette had a free throw make.
Yeah, I mean, he is. Here's the good news about games like this is, screw the bench. You know what I mean? If you're normally getting 35, you might get 38 tonight. What have we got to lose here, man?
Well,
the only reason I pull you is if you're a detriment to the team. Other than that, it's not about it's your turn to go in anymore.
Kudos to De'Aaron Fox, who had a game that he desperately needed to have.
Well, had a second half. Finally,
yeah,
in the second half.
He was to me, he was easily the best player on the floor for the Spurs in Game 2.
If he could hit an open jump shot, he'd score 40.
I know.
I mean,
after
the bunnies he has missed.
After Game 1, I would have left him open too, and at least he was able to punish him. 8 of 12 from the field in Game 2, 2 for 2 from 3, which. Again, I don't blame I would have left him open to take as many threes as you want. I would have said, "I'll give you $1. You shoot that three."
Right, you risk getting a streaky player streaking.
Yeah,
and that kind of what happened.
But on the other side, I mean, it was the usual suspects. Karl Anthony Towns had a phenomenal day. Mikal Bridges, oh my gosh,
that was the nightmare. When he hit the shot there in the fourth, right before the Spurs run, I grabbed my stuff. And turn to the guy from Gwangju Radio, whatever, It's over. And he turned and looked at me. He goes, the cat is a bigger than the Wimby. And I was like, you know what? You're right, brother.
Yeah. Yep. And of all the things that you wasted, like I said, you wasted a good performance from Fox. You wasted a big comeback. You also wasted another meh Jalen Brunson performance.
Well, except for the last 3 minutes, the dude has been pretty. Well, he hadn't had to be. That's one good part of that is he hadn't because Cat's been so extraordinary. But the dude, 2 consecutive games, ball in his hand. God has willed him to make shots, and he has made them both.
But when Jalen Brunson goes 7 of 25 from the field,
well, that's intent. That's Steph Castle.
You have to take advantage of that.
And the good news is, I think they got that in him again. I do. I think they've got that in them again. That's 2 consecutive games. And Mike Brown has had an opportunity to game plan against they're picking him up so high, and he's so small he can't see over the defense. So they're working him to the edges, and it's causing him to get rid of it early, and he's having trouble getting it back. And when he does, is getting it in traffic. That's working, transferable. I don't care where you go. So I don't know what they're going to do to try to fix it because, quite frankly, they haven't had to. So you've got to find a way to stop the cat, or this is all said and done. We know you can stop Brunson. You've done it 2 times. Well, but stop the other dude.
This time they're going to have to do it in New York City, where Game 3 is tonight. And, man, this doesn't – I mean, we were saying on Friday, you hate to say must win in a Game 2. But now that they're here, this is absolutely a must-win, or it's what are we even doing here? This team is not coming out of a 3-0 hole.
You're down 0-3. You might as well start Plumlee tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, you lose tonight, it's done.
Yeah, we'll talk about Game 3 coming up. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, heads up northwest side of town, Castle Hills area. 410 westbound Blanco Road. That's a broken down vehicle. It's taking up a right lane. A stall at I-10 eastbound Vance Jackson is now off a main lane and off to the shoulder. And this roadwork, this is our heaviest delay right now. Northeast side through Windcrest. 35 northbound, 410 up to Judson. This roadwork's going to take you about 15 minutes to get through. Stop and go from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead. Sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients. Tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
Coaches, dads, moms, working parents. Ever try taking a work call while the kids are running wild through the house? There's finally a better way to work and parent. Introducing Co-Play Cove, San Antonio's first co-working plus childcare experience designed for modern families. Grab coffee, answer emails, take meetings, or just breathe for a minute while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Learn more now at Co-Play Cove and visit the events page today for upcoming Father's Day activities.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Hey-o, good morning, everybody. Buchanan, 2012 Western Conference Finals. Spurs won the first two games. They lost the series to OKC. Steven Jackson blames the loss on Parker not wanting to swing the ball.
There's some validity to that.
I don't remember it like that. I mean, I don't remember that series particularly, but I'll take your word for it. Asylum says, low-key never had a better feeling about being down 0-2 on the road. I wouldn't be surprised if we win both at MSG. Almost expect it.
Well, wow, I appreciate the...
yeah,
right.
You're...
But,
won't take it.
Yeah, the good news is both games with a minute to go, the Spurs are in it to win it. So, one, you gave up 10 points in 30 seconds or whatever it was in the last whatever, and the next, you let a dude who's been touched by God take a shot.
Wow.
I mean, so I guess the sum total is awfully close. You know, the sum total of everything, you're only 2 down in that you only had a couple of bad plays. But at the end of the day,
doesn't feel that way.
It feels like now we have to make up this massive stagger. And if Mitch can convince them that this is a one game at a time thing, it's possible. In fact, I almost expect them to get one up there. I do. I do think that they're not going to go down. They're not going to get swept. I do think that there will be some gentlemanliness to this. And I think the Spurs are capable of snatching one. Because, again, they've been but to expect anything more than that, alas, gas, is going to be difficult because everything we want them to do, when they've had to do it, they've been unable to. These lessons that we knew they had to learn, they're still learning.
Manny, I'm surprised at this. Manny says Fox is not the guy. 0 points in the fourth quarter. Go with Harper. Bring Fox off the bench to play with KJ. This is after. I mean, the Spurs would have been losing by 1 million points at halftime had De'Aaron Fox not shown up and played the way he's supposed to play. De'Aaron Fox was he dominated the first half at a time where the Spurs had nothing else going for them in the first half of that game. De'Aaron Fox kind of carried them.
Well, he had to because Wemby was an absentee player.
Ghost again.
So, he filled the void when it was absolutely necessary. But, De'Aaron is responsible for a lot of things, and he has not lived up to the bill either. But, even though he is – the unk of this group, this is his first time here too. And he has just not had a shot for 2 consecutive series. The shot's not there. I think his ankle's getting better, and I do think that helped him play a little bit better. And these extra 3 days I certainly do think are going to help. And I think a lot of the problems with De'Aaron have been his injury. I just don't think he's able to finish the way he wants to. I think he's been put in a position to take open shots, mind you, but not shots he's comfortable with. If you look at the Daryl Morey metrics where he's comfortable, I think he's taking shots where he's not comfortable, even though they're open. So I'm not making excuses for him because I think he'd be the first to tell you he's playing terribly. But to say what you're saying is absolutely wrong. He's just had some problems, but so has Steph, so has Wemby. I mean, nobody has played well. That's why we're down 0-2. Trying to climb out of a grave.
But I thought Fox did play well on Friday. I thought
he did play
maybe
better.
The only one.
He played better. He did. But there weren't a lot of points in the second half, and he missed some. Again, the wide open mid-range jump shots that they're letting you have to make them hold pro.
He was 8 of 12 from the field.
I agree, but they're timely shot, and he was back. He played a good game. But to say that he played good enough for them to win is to say, well, no, he didn't because they lost.
Yeah, if you want, and I hate to,
but I'm not advocating to bench him. I think that's crazy.
I think the guys who probably you expected more out of on offense, I thought Steph had a rough night on offense, and Julian Champagnie, and this is not fair because he's exceeded all expectations in the playoffs.
He is what he is.
And then, on Friday, that's what Julian Champagnie really is. And so it's hard to be mad at him.
No, I don't think that's who he is. I think he's growing too, but there's a reason Julian Champagnie is Julian Champagnie. And he's above and beyond anything any expectations. But when we're getting to the fifth guy on offense and going, where were you two?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of other problems before we got to him.
But Rob,
he's not playing well.
This is the life now, though. If you're going to get this little from your bench,
yes,
the fifth guy is going to have to give you something because if you can count on nothing from 7 through 10,
and that's a fact,
then those first 6 guys they all have to contribute.
At least 50% there, 6 and 7, and no, there's no help coming off the bench. That's why at least in games like this, and you're down against the wall, and you're looking down the bench, my guy's tired. As long as he's not a detriment to the team, I'm leaving him in. I can't afford to move things around. Wemby, if you got a breath in you, I can't pull you because this is it, brother. I mean, if we lose tonight, there ain't no coming back unless you want to stand and watch another team celebrate tomorrow night, and I feel like you will.
I'm not sure who's been more disappointing between Keldon and Carter Bryant.
Well, it's Keldon, no question. Carter Bryant is a golden retriever puppy dog. He has the best intentions. He just doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
But Carter Bryant was supposed to be your defensive
we projected
ace
that.
in the hole.
No, I think that's us projecting something that obviously Mitch and the coaching crew saw all season long. And when the games got bigger, his minutes have been strict because he is that. He's all or nothing. It's a mistake. And they have miscast him a couple of times. They put him on guys he shouldn't have been guarding. They thought he could handle Brunson there for a minute, and he got ate up. Then they've used him as an Anunoby stopper, and periodically he's picking up fouls. He's a kid and thrown into the deep end of the pool and has survived by thrashing, but he ain't swimming. You know what I mean? No, I'm not mad at him. Our 6th man of the year has been an absolute absentee award winner. He's a blip. I mean, this is the Keldon that we were talking about last year. Where's a place for you? Where are you going to be on this next iteration of the Spurs unless you're going to be what we saw during the regular season? And quite frankly, anything less is not acceptable.
Shinerbox says, why is no one talking about Vassell? He's gone MIA.
Oh, he's playing pretty good.
Vassell, 14 points, 9 boards, 5 assists.
And timely defensive. I mean, no, Vassell's got a plus on my side.
Yeah, I haven't been mad at Devin. He's been one of the few guys. Like if I said in game 2, I thought Fox played the best of the Spurs. I think Devin might have played the next best
consistently. I mean, but again, he's made mistakes. Everybody's made mistakes, and we get lost in the little things. The kids doing things that they've never done before, and don't see the bigger picture. That for the most part, the stars haven't been stars, but the other guys, at least the other starters, have been okay. But there's no help. I mean, there's nobody coming off the bench, so okay isn't enough because you have to have help coming. And unfortunately, until Wemby plays a solid 40-minute game, not just a half or not just a spurt, until De'Aaron plays a solid full game, until Steph stops playing hero ball because he needs to take a shot, they're not going to win a lot of basketball games against a team that is as hot as any basketball team I've ever seen. The numbers don't lie. 13 straight? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, and they're playing like it. Don't let them, because they will.
Yeah, and unfortunately, as Harrison Barnes declined during the season, Carter Bryant had started to ascend, and now in the playoffs, it's like you've got two of the same guys that they're not comfortable putting on the floor. And it's funny because one's a million years old and one's 12, and you're getting the same results. So, and I think maybe with Carter and Keldon both, it's more frustrating because we saw during the regular season what they can do.
Well, Keldon, yes, absolutely. I'm not angry at Carter Bryant at all. This is a guy who played 30 games of college basketball.
Well, I'm mad that they can't put him on the floor.
Well, I'm mad at the fact that he hasn't reached a place where we hoped he'd get, but he's certainly a lot further along than we expected.
I agree with that. Well,
I mean, the fact that he's even getting on the court. I mean, literally, the fact that he is a rookie getting at least 4 or 5 minutes a game tells you two things. One, he's above and beyond where we expected. And two, the Spurs bench is so thin.
It's crazy, too, because I remember thinking through this as this season went on, like, it's amazing how much depth they have. And in a way, they do have depth in that, and I still stand by this, what we talked about it earlier in the season. They're the one team where if you say you can pick a player and we're going to have to play the series without him, that they've still got a chance to compete with just about anybody.
Well, they played the first half with a lead without Wemby. Wemby was a non-factor other than
he was
a
net
decoy.
negative. He was a negative.
And they won the first half minus a Wemby. So in their minds, they feel the same way. They feel like they don't have to have him either. But to win a title, to beat a team like the Knicks, yes, you have to have him.
Pumbaa, how big was that Steph three-point foul on OG? If OG misses one, it's overtime. Spurs 19 of 27, New York 16 of 21 on free throws. Got to clean those up.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't miss 8 free throws in the game.
And that foul was so dumb.
It was a dumb, young, dumb foul.
Sin of commission, but still a sin.
But you're right. You can't shoot 70% from the free throw line. That's just not going to get the job done. And I don't. Again, we can point fingers at just about everybody.
Yeah, there's no star
nobody's
standing up.
safe.
But for him, he's carrying us. No, nobody's carrying us.
Nobody's safe. And unfortunately, again, in both these games, if you look at Wemby's stat line, you'll go, "Oh wow, he's doing Wemby thing." He's just not. And for this team to be like we've talked about the steps that they've skipped.
Well,
the reason they've been able to skip these steps is because Wemby has not played like a 22-year-old kid. He's played like a top 5 player in the league. And if Wemby is not going to play like a top 5 player in the league, the Spurs are a second-round playoff team. It's just he's been so phenomenal that it's covered up a lot of problems. And now that he's playing like a good player instead of a world beater, you're starting to see that this team's there's a long way to go still.
Well, I was talking to my son after the game, and every superhero needs an origin story, and this had been too easy.
Except Aquaman, I don't need to know.
But what I'm saying is, the toughest thing Wemby's gone through was not court related; it was health related with his thrombosis. The other stuff was little piddling stuff that we worried about and wanted to keep him healthy for the long term. But he's never really faced a lot of adversity. And I think if you have that 1,000-yard stare, the long-term view, the guy that sits on the top floor of the building, you see, maybe this is the best thing for him. It's kind of like when Wemby comes out and he hits his first three and you go, oh, crap. He just hit his first three. Here it goes. We're going to see 5 of these. maybe winning one on the first try wouldn't have given him the kind of motivation that's going to be required and the kind of understanding of what the hell you got to do to be a world champion and to be what everybody thinks you have to be. It shouldn't have been as easy as it was. And suddenly now, not only is he getting kind of embarrassed, he's getting embarrassed on the biggest stage in the world in front of the worst possible crowd to get embarrassed in front of. And if he gets hammered tonight, if he offers an 0 for whatever and a half, the possibility of him living that down and what he's going to have to go through because New York being the media mecca, it is going to be brutal.
Yeah. We'll talk about what's on the line tonight. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, heads up northwest side of town, Castle Hills area. 410 westbound Blanco Road. That's a broken down vehicle. It's taking up a right lane. A stall at I-10 eastbound Vance Jackson is now off a main lane and off to the shoulder. And this road work, this is our heaviest delay right now. Northeast side through Windcrest. 35 northbound, 410 up to Judson. This road work's going to take you about 15 minutes to get through. Stop and go from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for DraftKings Sports. Did you know that DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us right here in Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Texas. Whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or late at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 941 SportsStar, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 941 SportsStar in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to be live out at the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to pregame for Game 3 as the finals have shifted to New York. And we'll go inside Madison Square Garden with Spurs TV analyst Jacob Toby. He will join us at 3:35. We'll see you Monday at 2 at the Roo Pub.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Are you? It's funny because I've talked about it quite a bit. How impressed I've been with the city of San Antonio. How excited they've been about the Spurs and the support that they've thrown behind the Spurs. If I didn't live here and get to soak all of that in, and all I was doing was watching it on television, I'd be wondering if the Spurs tickets are selling off or Spurs fans are selling off their tickets.
Dude,
to
it
Knicks
is crazy.
fans.
Being there on Friday, it's shocking the number of Knicks fans. And that doesn't mean they're not from here. I mean, this is a military town. There's a lot of people that live here that are probably Knicks fans at the start, at their heart. You know, they've adopted the Spurs because of their locale, but in your heart of hearts, you grew up around that area. I can see why I'd put on a jersey. They finally are doing it. But I think there's even more than that. You know, but when you see the numbers, if you're a true fan, it was cheaper to fly down here, get a hotel, and go to 2 games than it was to get 1 seat on the 3rd deck in the Garden. So I get it. They got the money and they got the want to, because it's been 60 years just about since they've done this. So I kind of understand but the other part of this is, if you're a Cowboy fan and you've been to the Cowboy Stadium, that is not uncommon at all to see at least half the people in that building being the fans of the other team. So I've seen it in Dallas, but I've never seen it here like this ever. I say ever, for those of us of a generation, the year 1995, when we were playing the Houston Rockets, and this was one of those series where no team won a home game the whole way through. Half the Alamo Dome was Rocket fan. Mattress Mac trucked in. I don't know how many buses showed up. There might have been 20 buses or whatever. There was Rocket yellow and orange, those horrible, ugly uniforms of the time, which were the best ones they ever wore, quite frankly.
Yeah, they were ketchup and mustard.
But that Akeem team that had enough Rocket fans where I've seen it. It's just been a generation ago since.
Yeah.
By the way, we came back and won 2 on the road there after things looked a lot like this.
I've just been surprised that there's been such a heavy Knicks crowd in San Antonio, because I just assume Spurs fans are starved too.
Well,
Spurs fans, it's been a while for you guys, and I didn't think anybody was going to be giving up their tickets.
Everything is for sale, my brother. Everything.
Yeah. I will guess it will be a much smaller contingent of Spurs fans in New York City than there was Knicks fans here in San Antonio.
Because it's cold, dead hands kind of stuff there. I mean, literally. I mean, this is one of those things for the ages. And ain't nobody selling their own ticket.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So it's going to be a tough environment to win in.
I'll tell you, though, the best thing in my life, apart from the birth of my children and the marriage to my wife, is making a shot and shutting a gym down. That is the best feeling in the world. So, hey, you get the opportunity for that, young man. Go shut that place down.
Wimby, my son was telling me Wimby risked his aura. Now, mind you, my 18-year-old son said Wimby risked his aura after Game 2 because an aura, for those of you who are old like us, is basically like your we called it swagger maybe, or your what you put out into the world, like
mighty big matzo ball.
Yeah,
hanging
if
out
someone
there.
says you've got aura, it means like people look at you and go, "Damn, that's Wimby." You know what I mean? And my son said he risked his aura because they asked him after Game 2 how he was going to come back from this, and he said that he was built for this. I'm built for these moments. And the reason he said he risked it is because if you say that and you do it, now it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, he said he was built for these moments. Now his aura is multiplied. But if you say I'm built for this and then you lose 2 in Madison Square Garden, now your aura is subtracted.
Well,
that's the aura math is what I've learned.
And everything you said is true, but I don't want him to say anything less.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I want you to believe, and you should believe, you're built for this, brother. And quite frankly, he is. Everything he's done in his life, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been pointed at tonight.
Yep.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. This is the biggest, most important thing you've ever done. Now, you might, in your mind, think that Olympic championship game meant something. Remember, you lost that one. So, dude, this is it. This is the biggest thing you've ever done.
Yep. RG says if you're a fan making $50K a year and someone offers you $5K for a ticket, of course you're taking the cash.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
But I don't think anybody who's making $50K a year has season tickets either.
No, but I do know. I have friends that have sold tickets.
Yeah,
and like I said, I don't know if I would do it. I don't think I would, but I'm not in those shoes, so I'm not going to pass judgment. I'd like to think that everybody would like to hold on and root for their whole home team, but a little trip to Paris is nice too.
Yeah,
little found money is always nice to have.
Yeah, paying a new Toyota Corolla is nice to have.
Pretty much brand new, taxes paid in the driveway.
Yeah. Britton says my daughters are asking if they have any plays to run. The Knicks obviously run plays. Why don't the Spurs have any plays to run?
Down. They do. Keep in
Yeah.
mind, they were winning that game.
They were.
They were winning that game. I mean, they were playing a very good basketball game for about 35 minutes, 30 minutes of solid Spurs-esque minus their superstar basketball.
Wemby throwing that ball off Steph Castle's back will be will be on repeat until he wins one.
It will be again, every superhero needs an origin story, and it just kind of felt like that game, that pass is the bottom. Like, literally, I don't know what else you could do. That was Michael Jackson with Georgetown throwing it to James Worthy in the national championship game kind of stuff, man. The kind of thing that for the rest of your life, if you're not careful about it, you'll be the dude that passed it off his back. You dropped the ball. You screwed it up. And there are guys that fell into that hole that never, ever got out.
Yeah. It's like again, he didn't have this bad of a game, but until he does it, it's going to be the James Harden quit game against the Spurs.
There's a bunch of guys that he will be compared to.
I think it was 2017. Was that when it was? When
it was 2017.
They beat the Rockets by like 40 points.
The Manu block, Manu block on Harden. The meme that lives to this day.
And he already had that game against the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals where he had gone like 1 of 10 or whatever from 3. Like, in that Game 6 against the Spurs where he just was kind of like, well, all right, you guys got me. And then that pass, and that's what's going to be James Harden's reputation forever now. Wemby has a long time to win something and cover up that pass off Steph Castle's back. But until he does, that's probably what people are going to remember.
Like I said, there's a lot of guys that when you think of them, you go, oh, great basketball player, but remember that time.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be that guy.
All right, we'll wrap up the first hour coming up. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Want to upgrade your ride and help Texas students? Here's your chance. Every year, Texas Yes sets up thousands of students for success with school supplies, literacy programs, and classroom grants. Enter the Drive Away for Education drawing sponsored by Ansera Auto Group, and you could drive off in a brand new car, truck, or SUV. Plus, don't miss our weekly drawings. Every dollar goes straight to Texas schools and students. Grab your tickets right now at texasyesproject.org.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds.
Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carpool schedules, picture day, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? But never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Elliott here on the Blitz. When you saw the video of Carter Bryant in the public bathroom in Oklahoma City, what were you thinking?
Must have had to go really badly. I'm not going there at fans in the middle of the game, I promise you that. And I've had to go a couple times.
It was bizarre. And then, of course, the worst thing, somebody pulls out his phone and starts recording, which you should never bring your phone out in a restroom and start recording.
When you bring your phone out, you're recording people. You're recording people in the bathroom. Come on.
And I think, Sean, it's safe to say if you see Sean Elliott in the restroom, Sean will gladly take a photo outside of the bathroom.
Yeah, and good Lord, for the sake of cleanliness, when you come out of a stall, of all things, I will be more than happy to meet you outside the bathroom after you've washed your hands.
Well, stop watching. Make sure you're going for at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'll be counting the seconds.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Give it away now.
That's an appropriate song. Just give it away.
Gunter says, if you look up LeBron's stats in the finals in 2007 when he was 22, you will understand Wemby's doing just fine. Here's the difference, though.
Oh, man.
LeBron James, Wemby is
utterly alone.
Wemby has De'Aaron Fox and Steph Castle and Dylan Harper. LeBron had Drew Gooden.
And Booby Gibson.
Yeah, he had journeymen as the second best players on his team. He was.
Oh, the Spurs absolutely destroyed.
I mean, that was LeBron getting to that finals was like the Iverson finals where it was like one dude dragging a corpse.
But the origin story was the young up-and-comer got his ass handed to him by Tim Duncan. I mean, literally like, all right, young fella, welcome to the big time. And the origin story was next time.
Yes.
And here we sit. So I do think some of this is rather appropriate.
But we also, we talked about it last week. After the Oklahoma City series, we stopped thinking about next time and started thinking this was the start of it.
You're here, man.
And
there's no...
and maybe that was a mistake on us to let our guard down, because every step of the way we've been like, hey, if it ends here, it's been a great season until they beat Oklahoma City. After that Game 7, my expectations changed. My everything changed, and I was like, well, they're here. They've done it now. They beat the best team in the league on their floor in a Game 7. They have arrived. It's time.
But the lesson still hadn't been learned.
I know.
But but you're crazy if you think, well, if we fail now, it's okay. No,
I know.
You're here, and I don't believe the Spurs have let off the gas. I do believe in hindsight, and I didn't want to believe it at the time, that they spent too much emotionally in the Oklahoma City series.
They did.
We told them, they believed it. If we beat Oklahoma City, that's the top of the mountain. We told them, coaches told them, because that was the appropriate thing to say at the time. But the realization was we weren't paying enough attention to the East. I heard Antonio Daniels on with the Blitz last week, and he is right. I mean, and rightfully so. We all looked at the West. The West was more fun. The East wasn't nearly as sexy, and very quietly, good, bad, or indifferent, they played a bunch of basketball in New York and got better every day. And even though it was against teams we didn't consider being worthy, it was enough. And we gave them no credit. and the Spurs emotionally were not ready to start the next series.
I talked about it after Game 7. That was my only concern was the cry fest on the court and hugging like they'd won the title already.
And in hindsight, we all learned a lesson. Dude, there's no top of the mountain till you're holding the trophy. I don't care who you just beat.
It was an emotional dump for sure. All right.
That's a lesson, by the way. That's one of those lessons you can cross that box. That'll never happen to him again.
All right, we've got 1 hour in the books. I guess we'll probably do, I don't know, like 19 more this week. And we'll do 3 more today for you just because we are very generous. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes. Choose the $5, $7, or $9 box. Now with the shredded beef dipping taco. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tax extra.
Missions fans, celebrate Tuesdays for the Cultura at Wolf Stadium with AARP $2 Tuesdays. Presented by San Antonio Sports Star. $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more every Tuesday home game. Get your tickets at samissions.com.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
As a parent, you said you'd never give up the convertible.
Look, the band even has its own backing.
You said you'd never stop listening to your music.
Do your happy dance, do your happy dance, yeah.
You said you'd never schedule your life around a stuffed animal.
Nobody panic. Bun Bun is still at daycare.
You said you'd never give in to demands.
2 kids' meals and a chocolate shake.
And never put them in harm's way.
I'll be right back, little man. Just gonna pop in the store for diapers.
But never happens. And no amount of time is okay to leave your child in a car by themselves.
Long line today.
Temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you every time you park the car. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs.
it inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like they are in the process of picking up that road work. 35 northbound from 410 to Judson, so still a little slow. Just a heads up. I-10 eastbound Vance Jackson, that stall has cleared. Still have that debris in the roadway at 1604 southbound, the off-ramp to Bandera Road. Looks like that's now off to the shoulder. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, give us a call on the traffic tip line. We'll go and check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is Game 3 as the Spurs head up to New York to play in the Garden. Tip set for 7:30 on ABC. The Knicks have won each of their last 13. That's the second longest win streak in a playoff run in NBA history. Only the 2017 Warriors had a longer streak. They won 15. The Spurs get back to the Garden for the first time into the playoffs since June the 25th in 1999. That's where they danced at midcourt, winning Game 5 and the NBA title by a single point, 78-77.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o, good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Gunter says, I just don't want us to lose sight of how great Wemby is despite the mistakes. That's all. That's why I brought it up.
No one is losing sight.
No.
Keep in mind, but to great people who are given great things are expected. And if you don't measure up, we're doing him and ourselves a disservice without asking him, dude, you're capable of more.
If literally any other player on the team had the stat lines that Wemby's had in the last two games, I'd say, man, what a great night for them. But it's just, it hasn't been. It has not been. It's been a rough series for him. It's actually been also kind of a rough series for Jalen Brunson. It's just that his supporting cast has boosted him, and this is the most key part of it. In the end games, Jalen Brunson has risen and Wemby has shrunk, and that makes you forget a lot of things. You know, we totally forget. Game 1. Jalen Brunson was pretty awful for almost the entirety of Game 1. And then the last 5 minutes, he played like a whole different dude, and we all said, what a game. I mean, that's how our minds work.
Well, Sugar Ray Leonard, when he was a fighter, when he heard the clap, said, all I got to do is win the last 30 seconds. That's all I got to do. And he won the last 30 seconds of most fights. And that's what the Knicks are doing. They're answering the bell, man. They hear the clap, and they're out boxing us. They're out fighting us till the end. Another one of those lessons we had talked about that we thought we might be able to jump over and hurdle, that we would never have to worry about it. Well, it turns out yet again, there are things you have to do to win a championship, and the Spurs aren't doing them, and the Knicks are.
Well,
that's it.
Hopefully Wemby, after risking his aura, comes out and balls out in Game 2. Game 2 tonight, of course. The Knicks are your favorites. The line here in San Antonio was Knicks minus 5.5. Spurs minus 5.5. In New York, the Knicks are 2.5-point favorites. You're starting to see some 2 pop up. The market kind of believing in San Antonio tonight.
Well, again, if you have no dog in the fight and you just go play by play, for the most part, the Spurs have done in both games enough to win the game. You really have. Now, everything that they've done to lose it magnifies times 3. But at the end of the day, despite Wemby, despite De'Aaron, despite the little things, they've still been there. So smart money goes, well, at some point you regress or progress back to the mean. You come back to where you were. And if the Spurs come back to where they were, there's no reason to think they can't win in a vacuum, game. But the ocean of emotion, the place that they're playing in, and all the basketball gods have stacked the deck against them.
Yeah. Your odds to be the NBA champion now?
It's prohibitive, man.
Knicks minus 500 to win the title. The Spurs plus 380 if you think they can come back and win it. This kind of surprised me. Finals MVP, who do you think the favorite is?
Well, if you're winning the last 30 seconds, it's Brunson. If you're keeping a total score, it's Karl Anthony. Karl Anthony's best player on the court.
I think so, too. He's the second favorite. Karl Anthony Towns plus 185. Jalen Brunson, even money.
You hit
Bet
shots
100,
like
win
that.
100.
You hit shots like that, man, it's hard not to. I mean,
for me, it's just for what Karl Anthony Towns is doing, particularly because he's being tasked with defending Wemby, and he's being defended by Wemby, and still doing what he's doing. Karl Anthony Towns, to me, deserves all the flowers in this thing.
By the numbers, yeah, but, I mean, the knockout blows have been delivered by Brunson. I mean, and they have been significant kind of highlight film shots that are going to go down in history. And he did it twice. It's Halliburton-esque, man. I've never seen anything like it.
Wemby is plus 390 to win the Finals MVP.
I'll tell you what.
Which, by the way, the Spurs plus 380 to win the title. Wemby plus 390. That tells you that basically all the equities in one guy.
Yeah, one has to happen for the other.
The De'Aaron Fox and Steph Castle are the second favorites from the Spurs to win the MVP. They're both 180 to 1. 180 to 1.
Yeah.
If the Spurs win, Vegas believes it's because Wemby
and
will
they're
win.
right.
Yeah,
I don't argue with that. Doesn't mean they can't be close without him, but they can't win 4 games without Wemby being an MVP, the likes of which we haven't seen ever.
Yeah,
I mean he's going to have to go literally ballistic.
Yep. So we'll see if he's capable of doing such things tonight.
The fruits of your labor. So, son, if you have a game that you're capable of in the Garden in this environment, you could turn the tide, the likes of which that it might never stop you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jalen Brunson has the same opportunity. Jalen Brunson has a chance to put his name in a tier that I haven't believed that he belongs in.
Tell you what, man, it'd be easy to root for him. It really would be. I get it. I do, because he really shouldn't be, but my God, he just delivers when he has to.
And, yeah, at the end of the day, 10 years from now, no one will go, yeah, Jalen Brunson won a title, but he's not that good. They'll say, oh, Jalen Brunson he won a title. He was a conference or the Finals MVP. And people go, oh, yeah, he's great. And that's how you get remembered.
Well, in the biggest media market of all time, we're still talking about the Pearl Monroe there because they haven't had anybody else since. So, man, yeah, they've been waiting for the coming of Jalen Brunson.
C-Note says it's just hard for me to accept this bull bleep the Spurs are putting on the floor. As a Spurs fan, we've never been in this situation down 0-2 in the NBA Finals. I get it. We're spoiled. Yeah, but you know what? Great stories are rarely written on 4-game sweeps.
Yeah.
So maybe they've got something in them. But I do keep now, more and more I keep thinking, man, I shouldn't have let my guard down after the Oklahoma City series. And if I let my guard down and said, man, they've accomplished it, and I looked at them crying on the floor, they let their guard down too. There's no doubt.
We did it. I think we helped them. I mean, every pundit did. I mean, no one in the world, except for maybe 1 or 2 Knicks fans very quietly going, we're really good. Everybody. You beat OKC, you beat the best team in the NBA by every measure for 2 seasons. And we told them, look, if you do it, it should be easy. They read the press. They looked at the film. They beat the team, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't what they were told it was going to be.
Yeah.
The lesson learned, I think, from all of us, quite frankly.
Someone forgot to tell the Knicks that it was supposed to be a little easier. Hey, if you would like to go see the San Antonio Gunslingers take on the New Mexico Chupacabras, That's coming up on Saturday. This coming Saturday in the Freeman. We got a family 4-pack for you. Gunslingers, Chupacabras. Let's go with caller number 9er, 210-656-3776. You will get a 4-pack of tickets to go see the Gunslingers and the hated Chupacabras. Oh, those Chupacabras. That's the game you circle. You know what I mean? The Chupacabras have always been it's a game when the schedule comes out, you circle that one. You know you got to get that dub. So go watch the Gunslingers do it. Caller number 9. You
got to play them before you go under, before they fail.
Yeah, you think the Chupacabras are going to fold? Please. That's some people call that a dynasty. Not me, but some people have.
I hope they pay their players in cash.
That's right. The total tonight, 216.5. Both these games have gone under. They've both been grimier than Vegas expected. I think this is a defensive series, though. I think that, but also we've seen some really poor open shots. There's been a lot of open shots that just aren't going in, and maybe that's just been the sight lines in San Antonio. Maybe things shift. I'm always cautious of just assuming that because the series has been played one way in one building, it's going to be the same in another building, but it does feel like this is a defense-first series.
I assume. I don't know. It feels like the way we're looking at this is that Wemby is not just playing to his ability. When the truth probably is more of the defense that's being applied is such that no one could. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that they've effectively taken him out. I think a lot of what has happened has been Wemby not trying to establish himself as whatever that is.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson has objectively not had a good series by the numbers, but you cannot convince anyone of that.
No.
You know what I mean? My God. So don't just because what you're seeing and what you're kind of processing isn't necessarily the truth. I do think this is a very good defense. I think that they defensively have done things to Victor that he did not expect and does not have the wherewithal to overcome. Whether that be not being able to get to that first spot before he goes to the next spot, whatever they have done, they've taken it away from him. Whatever it is. Now, it might be his will, but it just seems like he can't get to where he needs to be. So I'm going to give that to New York a little bit more than maybe we should, because I do think defensively, knowing where Wemby's game is professionally and by his age, he can't measure up to what they're doing to him. No. And that's the best kind of definition of defense, whether it's in his mind or your application. It's working. It's working. So I'm going to give New York a little bit more credit on the defense than I think they should be getting or are getting. I think a lot of people are just hammering Wemby for not playing well. But I think that New York and Karl Anthony specifically have taken him out both mentally and physically.
Jalen Brunson so far, who, like I said, is a strong favorite to win the Finals MVP. So far in this series, he has shot 19 of 56. That is 34% from the field. He is 4 of 17. That's 23% from 3. He's had 8 assists, 8 turnovers.
So
he has been
objectively, you're like, my God.
But
we've done a great job.
He's scored 25 points a game.
Well, there's objectively.
But again, if you're putting up 56 shots,
I don't have a problem with this. So defensively, Sean Sweeney looks at that and goes, "You're doing your job. You're doing everything you can against this cat." Unfortunately, he's hit 2 unbelievable, heavily guarded shots. He has, and with that means he's playing great.
And you know what? If Wemby had hit that shot from the elbow at the end of the game, New York fans are talking about Brunson going 7 of 25 from the field, and you got to be better than that. And Spurs fans aren't talking about Wemby having to be better than he's been. It's just that's the way it works. One shot can make such a difference.
Ifs. If frogs had wings, they wouldn't hit their butt when they landed.
Yep. All right. Let's take a break. We'll get off the Spurs for a moment. We'll get back on. Don't worry. But I've got to talk to Rob about Game 3 on Saturday night.
Ooh, boy, it's a video game, man. That was like FIFA or NHL 2009.
We'll do that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
It's game day. Pre-game with the Blitz today, 2 to 6, live at the Roo Pub, 281 and Redland Road. You know the Roo is the best place to watch tonight's Game 3. Come early, grab a table. We'll see you at the Roo.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together. With low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ-Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ-Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar Sampler Pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
BritBox has the best of British TV, period.
Well, let's get started.
The best mystery, period.
I like a good detective story.
The best romance, period.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
The best drama, period.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Stream the best British period dramas, including The Lady, inspired by a true story of murder and scandal, and from the world of Jane Austen, the other Bennet sister, only on BritBox. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for your chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to be live out at the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to pregame for Game 3 as the finals have shifted to New York. And we'll go inside Madison Square Garden with Spurs TV analyst Jacob Toby. He will join us at 3:35. We'll see you Monday at 2 at the Roo Pub.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
So you were down at the beach this
I
weekend.
was.
When you're with your boys, did they bring a radio? Did they listen to music when you're out on the beach?
There was they don't need to. My mom's got the radio.
So she's jamming.
Kicking. Oh,
but
yeah.
It's your mom's music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. On the beach.
Oh, they put it on your music?
Yeah, if I'm near.
Okay.
I can't listen to that.
No, I'm not letting them take
I
over.
don't listen to anything while I'm out there.
Well, you're fishing. That's different.
If they're listening to music, it's in their AirPods.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, they don't have access to.
I had occasion where my son had some friends over at the pool, and I was trying to be out there with them, and after about an hour of their music, it worked. I left.
Yeah, I'm still. I still have enough control that I'm in charge of the remote at my house.
I used
you know what
to
I mean?
be that way, but I guess now when his friends show up and they've got kids, I feel like, well, you know.
Well, what are they doing? Playing the SpongeBob theme? I don't
It
think
felt
so.
like
They're
it.
playing. They're
just not playing my music.
I know.
Not my beach music.
Well, you
my
can't.
pool music.
You can't give it up because once you give it up, you'll never get
I
it
lost
back.
it. It's like you let your dog sleep on the bed and suddenly it's their house and not yours.
That's it.
I
You
lost
never get
my
it back.
remote to my son. I lost it.
No, you can't do it, man.
Yeah.
As frustrating as the NBA Finals has been, I don't know how close you've been watching the Stanley Cup Final. All these games have been
It's nuts.
phenomenal.
Man. It is video game-esque. It really is. When shots have to be made, in every instance they've been made. I mean, it's just been absolutely remarkable. And the way the game started yesterday, with one team on one side just on fire, then the other team gets on fire, and the other team scores just time, the other team puts it in overtime, and then double overtime on that. I've never seen any more. Now, I've certainly seen equal to more pressure-packed environments than double overtime in an NHA final game. My God.
Yeah, it is hard to beat that. The Knights win 5-4 in double overtime, and it was one of the craziest. First of all, there were 0 goals scored in the first period.
They went to work Mitch Marner went to work in the second.
And then in about a 7-minute span, the Golden Knights scored 4 goals in the second period. 3 of them credited to Mitch Marner, although one of them technically
I don't understand how you score because he
was
actually
an
had more
own goal.
points than he's. Yeah, but you know.
Well, he had 4 points because he had an assist on the other goal.
Yeah,
and you get a point for an assist. So
pretty cool.
The first player, I think, since 1940 to have 4 points in a period of a Stanley Cup final game. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, it's 4-0. This thing's in the bag. 4-0 is like having a 30-2 lead in an NBA game. It feels like it's over. Like
not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast. The Carolina Hurricanes then score 3 goals in 39 seconds.
Like a hiccup. Bang, bang, bang.
39 seconds, and now it's 4-3. And then things got a little questionable. There is a power play for the Hurricanes on a questionable penalty.
I don't understand hockey, so I get lost because no one understands it, evidently.
They score, and now we've got overtime. There was no goal in the first overtime, and in the second overtime, 5.5 minutes in,
merciful minutes,
Shea Theodore misses the goal. He fired a shot, missed by about 2 feet. It bounces off the backboard, off of a Hurricane player's stick, off of the goalie's skate, and into the goal.
Trickles in.
And the Knights win game 3.
Telling you, it's a video game.
After blowing a 4-0 lead.
Poor Carolina.
I felt so sick because it had been 3 nights in a row for me, Rob. It had been Spurs, Knights, Spurs, and then I thought this was going to be the ultimate dick punch because this would have been a 4-0 lead being blown. But the Knights end up winning and saved my weekend. I would have been miserable.
At a hockey game, when do they stop selling beer? Into the second period? Into the second or the
I think it's by arena, but I mean,
that's what I was thinking. Because it's Vegas, do they just keep selling until it's over?
I think in Vegas it's like 5 minutes left in the game. Maybe.
Good. So overtime, they're still selling.
I don't know.
Do they crack those things back?
I'm not sure. I don't think they do in overtime.
Man, I needed a drink. I needed a drink by the second overtime. I can't imagine being in there. That is as stressful a situation. Especially, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I guess I'm rooting for the Knights just because you are. But man alive, every shot, every pass, it
feels very intense.
It happens so fast. Thank God, and I have a big TV. I can see the puck. Thank God. I mean, it does matter.
Yeah, it was. It took years off my life, certainly.
Ooh.
But if you haven't been watching, you're missing out. Like if you think the NBA finals have been close, competitive,
it would suck to be a Hurricane fan.
Oh man,
just, my God.
Painful too. I mean,
because all the way back.
How much did it feel like the Spurs game? I mean, it
pretty
felt,
much.
Yeah.
I will say this, and it probably looks like this on the outside looking in too. I'm pretty comfortable with the fact that the Golden Knights are a better team. I am. They just seem bigger. They just seem to be the men, kind of like the Knicks. They just seem to be, and we know what we're doing, and we know how to win this thing. And Carolina just seems to be overly talented, but underly experienced. Where the more important the moment, the less that they've shown up. I mean, they've certainly battled in that first OT. I thought at the end of that one they felt like they were out of gas, and it turned out they were. They just had done everything they could. That 3-minute span, while electric, did not really the whole game, I felt like the Knights had it. They'd always seemed to be better, but Carolina has just been so fortunate to get themselves in a place to truly get their psyche destroyed. They could just be losing, but they get close enough to really have their heart ripped out.
And also, God bless Braden McNabb, who had 2 assists in the game, including an assist on the game winner in overtime or in double overtime. Braden McNabb, who had his entire face broken in Game 2, had surgery and then came out in Game 3 wearing like a Hannibal Lecter mask.
He's going to look like – I feel like when he take the mask off, he's going to look like that dude that's playing in The Bride, the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's what he looks like now, just staples all over his face.
Full-on face cage, face cage. And gotta love hockey players. Meanwhile, dude – strain their hamstrings. They're out for a month in the NBA. Jalen Williams couldn't show up for Game 7 because his hamstring hurt.
Was pushed into his face.
Yeah,
like literally, he has no nose. Just gone.
Had surgery and then said, "Oh, I'm playing today, Bubba." God bless hockey players. God bless them. All right. Let's see. Oh well, I was going to give away this Mellow Mushroom card, but I'm gonna have to wait on that now because Vic's not in here.
Gary Clark Jr. tickets.
Yeah.
Where did those come from?
Didn't you and I go watch Gary Clark at the Aztec? Was it the same venue?
Same venue. Maybe about the same time of year.
Might have been.
It's a good show. It was a good show. We love us some Gary Clark.
So I'm gonna have some Gary Clark Jr. tickets to give away a little bit later on in the show as well. But you're gonna have to. It's patience. It's
a virtue. That's what they're talking about at Spurs practice.
That's what they say. It's a virtue.
I'd have worked them out. I'd have gone out for a good meal last night. I wouldn't talk to basketball. I'd have taken someplace and closed the door and let's have a party room and let's eat a 5-star meal.
I
wake up today ready
to
play.
I'd say I would make them eat like Hardee's. And
oh no! What's the Hawaiian? What's it called? Gray's Hawaiian. Eat the Hawaiian dogs. There down off of. I forget where it is.
I'm making you eat garbage food and telling you want to get good food again. You want to be treated like kings. Act like kings.
Shawarma.
Yeah,
street meat.
You're eating nothing but hot dog cart.
A little bit of street meat.
Stale ass bun.
You want a hot dog and gray water? It's coming. A little bit of New York fun.
You want mustard? No. All you can get is a splash of the water on the bun to make it edible.
I'd have done the eat, drink, and be merry, brothers, for tomorrow we die. You can't kill a dead man if you're already there. Let's have some fun tonight.
Well,
you got nothing to lose tonight, bro. Nothing.
They really don't. They really don't. Which is it's kind of wild to think about. When we started this series, you never would have expected it to be here. And you mentioned it. All the Knicks fans that were hoping to watch the Game 3 outside Madison Square Garden, they're gonna have to figure it out. They canceled the outdoor watch party, because of the heightened security because the president is there. So all these and the Spurs haven't. I guess the Spurs are having watch parties all over town. There's not people outside the Frost Center.
They're inside.
Yeah, but a lot of these other places, like I've seen it in both Stanley Cup venues,
they have the cameras outside.
Outside of the arenas are packed. And
we just don't have the wherewithal. I bet our new stadium will have the wherewithal to do that.
Oh, I think so too. But it'll also it'll be in a better neighborhood.
True. I mean, we know what it is, but
like part of the. I mean, you know what it's like outside T-Mobile in Vegas. There's a bunch of bars. There's restaurant. So there's a way to be merry.
It's an
out
entertainment
there.
district.
Yeah. If you're outside of the Frost Center,
you're standing in a parking lot.
There's nothing.
You might step in some cow poop.
Yeah. There's literally nothing there for you to do. But outside Madison Square Garden, they were planning on watching the game. That will not be the case. They've still got watch parties planned at Central Park and Brooklyn Bowl, but anyone headed to the Garden, you may want to get there.
I'll tell you what,
very, very early.
That city is ready to party.
They are. No,
that cork's about to explode. And how much fun would it be to go up there and take 2 from them? Just to let a little bit of air out of that balloon. Oh, my God. There would be no greater feeling in the world. It would be real close to winning the whole damn thing, to win 2 up there and walk off that court. Oh.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Things looking a little better as you head into your morning commute. They did pick up that road work finally. 35 northbound Weidner to Tupperwine. That's now open. 1604 southbound, that off-ramp to Bandera Road, that's open as well. They've removed that debris. This stall at 90 eastbound 410, that's off to the left shoulder, and I-10 westbound WW White, broken down vehicle right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Attention taxpayers. If you or your business owe the IRS back taxes or have years of unfiled tax returns, the IRS has greenlighted billions of dollars in tax relief to those facing financial hardship through its tax relief initiatives. If you have a delinquent tax problem and possibly facing wage garnishment, liens, levies, audits, or already in a payment plan, you may now qualify for significant relief. Qualifying and enrolling in this program could stop all collections, settle your tax problem, and may even reduce what you owe by up to 99%. Call the hotline at Tax Pro USA to see if you qualify by dialing 800-444-9112. If you or your business owe at least $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS or state, you can now get the help that you need during these hard economic times. Call Tax Pro USA to get your free tax assessment to see what you qualify for by dialing 800-444-9112. 800-444-9112. That's 800-444-9112.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. This Father's Day, skip the boring gifts and make memories that actually matter at CoPlay Cove. Join the Blitz of San Antonio Sports Star live at CoPlay Cove for a family-focused Father's Day celebration built for dads, kids, and modern families. Enjoy Dad and Me indoor sports activities, coffee and energy drink tastings, giveaways, raffles, and non-stop family fun. All in a space designed for modern parents to connect, recharge, and enjoy quality time together. Built for families rooted in community. Get your tickets now through the events page at CoPlayCove.com.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Whoa, okay. This one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
Huh. The T-Mobile one says their customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years. And their latest experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. Oh, yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now, or...?
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. Switch now and keep your phone, and T-Mobile will pay it off up to $800.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. Up to $800 for the new account qualifying unlike device credit service ported 90-plus days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Virtual MasterCard typically takes 15 days. No cash access and expires in 6 months. Card issued by Sunrise Banks N.A. member FDIC. Visit T-Mobile.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Knicks won Game 2 in dramatic fashion yet again. Jalen Brunson is the first player in the NBA since 1971 to score the final go-ahead points in 2 consecutive finals games. The Knicks are the second team since 1971 in the finals to win consecutive games despite trailing in the final 2 minutes of each. The 1990 Pistons did the same in Games 4 and 5 against the Trailblazers. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey.
Should give some love to UT baseball. On to the World
Are they headed
Series
there?
of college baseball. Yeah, they took down Oregon, I think. They were the lower seeded team, headed to the World Series. So men and women playing some ball at Austin.
Yeah, I college baseball. I don't know why I can't. I mean, I love baseball. I just can't.
Well, normally about this time of year, I'm paying a little bit more attention because that's just about all I care about, all that's out there.
Yeah.
But this year, my attention's been kind of diverted to the Spurs and whatnot. But congratulations to UT. Go get this thing.
Yeah, Texas 2-0 wins their super regional. Were they the first team to advance? Nope. Auburn.
Yeah.
Or no, Ole Miss, excuse me, advanced over Auburn, who was the 4 seed. So now we've got the 1, 2, and 4 seeds all eliminated already. Whew. And Troy has won their series. They're over Little Rock 7-2. They're headed to the College World Series. And oh my, West Virginia, it appears, is also headed after beating Cal Poly 17-1.
Cal ran out of pitching.
17-1. And Georgia, a 2-0 winner over
God, is this just the
Mississippi
SEC
State
tournament again?
North Carolina knocks off USC, so North Carolina's headed there. So a couple still to be decided today. St. John's, Alabama, Oklahoma, Kansas, and I think that might be it.
Alabama, Oklahoma, Kansas, and St. John's?
Yes.
One of these things is not like the others.
No, it is not. No, it is not. Yeah,
you think that the New York crowd is really into the St. John's baseball team?
I don't. I'm guessing they don't know that they're playing right now.
It sounds equally as shocking, to be honest with you.
I mean, they are the one. Yeah, when you talk about teams, every team is West Virginia is the northernmost team
Those
left.
are the Yankees.
The
West Virginia Hillbillies are the Yankees.
Those are the Yankees of this draw. Yeah. So, I'm guessing baseball not high on the mind of New Yorkers right now.
Hey, look at us.
If I were the Yankees, I'd be like, oh man, now if we're gonna go on a losing streak, now's the time. No one will care.
Well, Judge he's hurt right now, right? Doesn't he have a broken rib or something? So no one notices.
No, nothing going on. It is funny. I mean, you would think the New York is a Yankees town, but the only reason New York is a Yankees town is because the Yankees are always good.
Right. Well, depending on if you're in Queens, you're a Mets fan.
I agree, I mean? but the Mets are rarely good.
Oh yeah, and
you know what I mean. So the Knicks, though, when the Knicks are good, that trumps everything else in New York.
I think at the end of the day, New York is a basketball town first.
I think so.
I think they always have been. They love them some Giants, and they love the Brooklyn Dodgers win, and they love the Yankees now. But at the end of the day, the Garden and basketball. That's the city game, and it's a place where, quite frankly, a title needs to land. If you're not a Spurs fan, I could see why New York is an easy team to root for, because that is truly the mecca of the game.
Yeah, I would assume they'd also be excited if the Jets were ever good, but those are some things. It's a mystery the world will never solve.
I think even if they were, I think there'd be enough people making fun of them in their own town where it wouldn't feel like this. I think the Nets would capture the city's imagination, and I know the Giants have, and the Mets could, but I'm not sure how much the Jets, even if they won something significant, would win over that town. You know what I mean? I think Jet fan will always be Jet fan.
Ayatollah said he had the pleasure of talking to several New Yorkers this weekend. Shout out to Michael from Brooklyn. The fans are intense and hungry also
They are.
for all the stories. He says they have an extremely deep, deep admiration for the Spurs. Several times I heard, enjoy your future 3 or 4 titles in the next 10 years, but now is our time.
It's hard. Again, we are sitting in the tunnel looking at this thing from one perspective, but it is a good story. And the sad part of it is the story itself is being delivered by myopic homers. So it's hard to swallow, even though it's a good story.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I usually don't cheer for things from New York.
Me either.
Unless they're playing things from Boston, then I find myself cheering for them. But there's no doubt that it is a star fan base, and a fan base certainly that it's hard for me to say. They deserve some joy.
You
know what? Because
as a Cowboy fan, bro, I know what it's like. As a Knick fan, we've been there.
I've seen now Timothy Chalamet's new, but I've seen Ben Stiller and Spike Lee and Fat Joe sitting at those games for
a lot of losses,
years and years and years.
It's funny.
Never winning.
Growing up, when cable was new, when we had the little pink box and the thing that you slid across, those of you who heard me know what I'm talking about. We got Channel 2, WOR. So kind of like if you grew up in San Antonio in the 80s, you almost had to be a Brave or a Cub fan because it was on TV every day. You would get home and you could watch either the Braves or the Cubs on TV. WGN coming out of Chicago, you could watch them. Also, New York basketball. The Knicks played on Channel 2, and I remember watching a lot of Knicks basketball in the early 70s because it was the only thing on. I could watch a Knicks game easier than I could a Spurs game. And I watched a lot of those bad Knicks teams with their best player was like Rory Sparrow, or Michael Ray Richardson was the dude that was going to take him to a title. It was bad as any team has suffered. The Knicks have suffered.
C-note, I'm telling you it's happened before. 4 times a team has started off 0-2 and come back to win the title. I don't believe that they've ever lost their 2 home games and come back and won.
It's never happened. It's happened 3 times, I believe, in the history of the league, maybe 4. But it's never happened that the home team losing 2 came back to win the whole thing. I don't think
so, man. It would be unprecedented. But again, just like right now, it's easy to look at Wemby and go, man, what a disappointing finals he's had so far. If Wemby comes back, this adds to the legend again in a way that you can't make up.
You get the origin story. You get the coming from the absolute destitution of being down 0-2, losing both games at home in the last 30 seconds to becoming the man we all thought you would be. Yeah, that's the origin story. We hope he gets it this year.
Spurs team gives me Orlando Magic, Shaq and Penny vibes. Just hope we don't get swept. A lot of people, once I heard that, I've not been able to unhear it. It's so fitting.
The comparisons to Shaq, the missed free throws from Nick Anderson, and the bad pass from Wemby, and just letting things fritter away against a team that everybody was looking at in Orlando, telling them, pat them on the back, look forward to the 3 titles that are coming.
Never got back.
Never got there. Never got there.
In fact, it kind of blew up before.
And it wasn't just poor management; it was injuries. There's a lot of things that played into it. So,
but it's also the magic of keeping the magic, no pun intended, but the wizardry of keeping together a superstar roster. And right now, when everybody's on their first contract, it's real easy. It's no problems when everybody's on their first contract. But then once that money comes around and the salary cap decisions have to be made, it gets a lot more difficult, and choices have to be made, and they're never easy choices.
That team failed, and in a desperate attempt to rebuild that magic possibility that had been born in that team, the Spurs almost lost Tim Duncan. I mean, this was the Orlando's attempt to lure Tim down after they had failed with Penny and Shaq, and they were going to try to put together Grant Hill and Timmy D at the end of Tim's first contract. And it fell apart. For the legend of Tim's girlfriend wasn't allowed on the plane, true or not, built what became a 5 championship team.
My goodness. Imagine if that would have happened.
Oh, my gosh. The legend of Tim almost going to Orlando has grown in proportion. But quite frankly, he would have been gone. And the story was that Doc Rivers would not allow wives on this guy's getaway, and it pissed Tim's soon-to-be or current wife at the time, who turned out to be an evil wench. He stayed at the Spurs because they didn't. Now, that's the legend. Whether that actually happened has been in dispute over years. But the story has it that Doc ruined it.
Well, now Doc Rivers never ruins anything. So
Never.
I don't know how
that was the first thing he ruined right there. The trend started way back in '97.
All right, we're about to wrap up the second hour of this program. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
If your neighborhood was hit with recent rain, let Stevens Roofing check your roof before small issues turn into costly repairs. Storms can damage roofing materials long before you notice a leak. Stevens Roofing is locally owned, provides honest inspections, quality workmanship, and helps guide you through the insurance process. Don't wait for expensive interior damage. Call Stevens Roofing today, 210-785-0994. That's 210-785-0994, or visit stevensroofing.net.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
O'Reilly.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey! How we doing, everybody? I like pizza. You like pizza?
It's like sex.
I can't eat it, but I like it.
Even bad is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Mellow Mushroom, outstanding pizza. 1604 in Stone Oak. If you haven't been by there, you're missing out. And I've got a $50 gift card for someone.
Good stuff, Maynard.
To go enjoy some Mellow
Good
Mushroom.
stuff.
If you don't know Mellow Mushroom, this is a good way to get introduced to it. 210-656-3776. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it away on the Brigade Bar.
I think that's fair.
That's
there
what
are
I'm gonna
ride
do.
or dies.
Let's say the first person in the Brigade Bar to, if you've been listening all show, first person in the Brigade Bar to tell me what I had for dinner last night, you'll win a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. How about that? 1604 in Stone Oak. I mean, we talked about it in the show. I mean, people should know. Vic, you know what I had for dinner last night? Don't say it out loud, but you know, right?
No, I don't think he
Vic
knows.
doesn't know.
I had to think twice. Anybody jump in?
No, haven't seen one yet.
So, yeah,
no one's
somebody's gonna
guessed
have to
yet.
do
I think
some
we're a little
research.
behind on the
Okay.
Brigade Bar, so they'll have their opportunity. Somebody's going to want that $50 gift card.
I know, I'll take it.
To Mellow Mushroom. All right. There you go. Shaolin Temple.
There you go. Of course.
Yeah, congratulations. Shaolin Temple. Call into Vic and let him know. All right. We've been talking Spurs. We've been talking New York. This is an unrelated story about Trump. A man was found walking around in a mansion in Palm Beach, Florida.
There's a lot of those there.
He was shirtless, walking around in a Palm Beach mansion owned by a prominent tech tycoon. Palm Beach police say they arrested 26-year-old Kellen White after discovering him in a $20 million mansion owned by the co-inventor of the optical computer mouse.
Wow.
So the guy who invented that thing right there that you're using, Rob, that's his house.
I'm glad I could help.
Come up with one thing.
I
right?
paid for the golden toilet flusher. That thing. That was my purchase right here.
Police say the homeowner's landscaper told them he was working on the property and spotted a shirtless man walking down the driveway. After calling the homeowner and learning he was not permitted to be there, he called police. Officers arrived to canvass the estate, and they caught him red-handed walking out of a sliding glass door on the south side. Once detained, they read him his Miranda rights. Of course, this was all on body cam. And they asked him why he thought he could be there. He initially claimed that he'd purchased the entire state the previous afternoon for cash, and he even said he had the keys in his pocket. When officers tested those keys and realized they did not work on any of the doors, he changed his tune and said the federal government had purchased the home for him and that Trump personally told him he could come in through the unlocked sliding glass door.
I believe him.
A walkthrough of the mansion revealed that he had completely moved into the house. In the master suite, there was an unmade bed, his backpack with clothing scattered on the floor, his wallet, complete with a U.S. Air Force ID resting on the nightstand. A gray article of clothing was left on the bathroom floor with the shower door wide open. Basically, this guy just left a mess, too.
So he's squatting.
He's squatting. He was using the pool. Also found the wine cellar doors wide open with the lights on. He admitted that the keys inside his pocket had been stolen from inside the resident and belonged to the homeowner's private wine cellar. So that's what the keys were for.
Dude should have never left the house. Don't walk around outside.
I know.
And where's the owner? In his summer home?
I'm guessing so. Yeah, he doesn't want to live in Florida when it's hurricane season. I'm out of here. He did not get to finish the vacation, though. He was arrested, booked on charges of burglary of an unoccupied dwelling and petty theft. So an unfortunate end to his story. Isn't Florida one of those states where if you start squatting, it's real hard to get people out of there?
I would assume it was by the stories I've read.
I have too. I feel like
But I guess the cops can come and get you once you've broken and entered.
Yeah,
you know or once they have probable cause that their crime has been committed.
Or once you walk out of the house.
That's the fool move right there.
That's the bonehead play. You got to stay in there, man.
Stay in there and drink that wine.
Hole up, live in the wine cellar, and just, this is your new life. Your new life. All right. We got plenty more to get into today, including Game 3. What to expect on the floor. We'll talk about that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportstar.com. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, we do have a few trouble spots. 37 northbound 410, that stall broken down right on the median. Another at 35 lower level southbound at North Flores. Downtown, disabled vehicle blocks the median. On Highway 90, eastbound Nogalitos, that's a stall, right center lane, and some debris in the roadway at I-10 eastbound Martin Luther King, right lane blocked. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead. Sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients. Tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the next rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward, beyond what's expected. The Next Rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges: mental health struggles, housing obstacles, employment, food insecurity, and social isolation, to name just a few. I'm Bob Woodruff. My family and I started the Bob Woodruff Foundation in 2006 after I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq. Our service members had my back that day, and we need to have theirs now more than ever. At the Bob Woodward Foundation, we raise awareness about the tough challenges veterans and military families face and invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. And with one solution comes the next. We solve a housing situation, we increase employment opportunities. We solve employment problems, we address food insecurity. We solve food insecurity, we impact physical and mental health issues. Learn more about our work at bobwoodwardfoundation.org/success.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is Game 3 as the Spurs head up to New York to play in the Garden. Tip set for 7:30 on ABC. The Knicks have won each of their last 13. That's the second longest win streak in a playoff run in NBA history. Only the 2017 Warriors had a longer streak. They won 15. The Spurs get back to the Garden for the first time in the playoffs since June the 25th in 1999. That's where they danced at midcourt, winning Game 5 and the NBA title by a single point, 78-77.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, friends. 8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Glad to have you in on a game day. Hopefully better than the last couple game days. That's been no good.
When was the last time Spurs lost 3 straight? It's been a minute.
Do you have the answer to that, or do you?
No, it just popped into my head. We've lost 2 straight. I think we have one time this year, but it was early on.
Man, that is, it's certainly been a long time. They have not. They've rarely lost back-to-back games this year. So I remember when they did lose back-to-back to the Thunder, going, man. And I remember looking up when was the last time they lost back-to-back games,
and they bounced back then.
The Spurs have not lost 3 consecutive games since, oh my, April 4th, April 6th, and April 8th of the 2025.
So they haven't lost anything
not
this
all
year.
season. They did not. So they lost plenty of those 3 in a row back then. But no, not this season. They have not lost 3 straight games this season. That's crazy. So backs against the wall. This is a lot on the line. So I guess I'll ask you, Rob, what has to happen for this game to look different than the other 2 games?
Close it out. I mean, it's, again, both games, despite horrible halves, horrible quarters, in the fourth quarter, with 5 minutes to go, in both games, they were in it to win it. One was a comeback, one was a hold-on, but either way. So I don't think you got to change that much. It's not like you need to alter everything. You're not going to play perfect. No one is. But you're going to have to start, first of all, eliminating the dumb stuff. And it sounds easy, but it's not. But don't do the stupid stuff, the passes off the backs, the dribbles off the leg, the fouling a three-point shooter with X on the clock. Those little things that you can fix those. And if you do that, you're going to be in a position to win it again, and you're just going to have to learn how to win it. Strategically, I don't think you change much. You've taken Brunson out of the series. I wouldn't change that a lick.
No.
You're not going to be able to take Towns out because you don't got enough bodies.
No.
You don't. You don't have enough. We don't have enough to throw at him. So,
and if you try and play too aggressively with Wemby, now he's in foul trouble, and now they can't.
So schematically, there's not a lot I'd change. I mean, you want to speed things up. I think they're slowing your possessions down. You want to get moving, but to do that, you're going to have to rebound, and they've rebounded, effectively. I wouldn't say greatly. But I don't think they got to do much more than what they have been doing. Stop the dumb stuff, eliminate the few turnovers that you have had. They've actually been pretty good with the unforced turnovers, but the ones that you have had have been terrible turnovers. So little things win games, and I think there's enough there to do it. And Wemby doesn't have to be a superstar. He doesn't. You don't have to go get 40 for us to win. You don't have to get 50. In fact, you can do 25, 12, eliminate the turnovers, and man, Spurs win.
How much blame do you put on the Spurs versus credit given to the Knicks? Like, because it feels like
I don't know how to quantify what the Knicks are because they're going against a team that doesn't know what they don't know. I know that this team is red hot, and they've always had somebody answered the call. They've had, even though Anunoby and Brunson hadn't had great series, they've had great quarters. Shamet has hit open shots when required. And then the last game, we have Bridges show up.
Yeah.
So Bridges has answered the call. So they're doing what championship teams do. I mean, their best player isn't playing its best, but he's doing enough. Their second best player is playing the best basketball he's played in his life, and the others are showing up. I mean, that's a prescription.
Yeah, I think that maybe I've undersold the Knicks a little bit as far as how good the rest of their team is. And just because I say that I think Jalen Brunson's a little overrated, I maybe have been disrespectful to the rest of that team because Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, again, I'm a Karl Anthony Towns fan. You're right. I don't know that I've ever seen him play to this level consistently.
It's the best he's ever played, and, God bless him. But that doesn't mean Wemby can't play better.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
The ceiling for Wemby is still significantly higher. But
all is not lost, but you're going to have to do the little things that we thought you were going to have to do to win this thing, and you haven't done them.
No. Can they do them? Here is Victor Wembanyama talking about they've been down before.
Yes, it's very reassuring. We know we're not here by chance, We've been through some weird situations or whatever. And yes, it's reassuring to know that these guys, the 18 guys we got, are built this way and are resilient.
And then he said, this is Wemby talking about being calm.
I don't know. I'm just speaking with my heart.
Third row on the aisle.
And reacting with my heart. So I can't answer that question, but an explanation would be that as the series goes on, it gets closer to qualification or elimination. So tension level normally rises.
Okay.
He is saying all the things that you're supposed to say, but not doing all the things you're supposed to do along with them.
At least he has an idea what he's supposed to do. I mean, he's listened to what's being told. Now go execute. Yeah. I love these interviews pre and post game because everybody knows the right answer. Are you telling me the right answer because that's the right answer? Or are you telling me the right answer because you believe it should be the right answer? And once you tell me the right answer, are you going to go out and execute the right answer? So, yeah, I appreciate what you're saying.
And Mitch had some stuff to say as well, and here's him talking about being down before against OKC.
I guess it has to be. We've been consistent in that regard. I think one thing we have learned in our 3 series is, the series are long, the games are long, things shift quickly, whether that's health, who's playing well or hot, quote unquote, at the time. Teams at this stage typically have shown the ability to evolve on the fly and improve within a series. And that's how you see these series go back and forth, and these teams make great adjustments and take advantage of those. And in this moment right now, we're coming off a loss, and it's on us to, get into that balancing act of change, tweak over here, and be better and sharper over there.
Yeah.
Again.
I know what you're saying. Mitch, this is his first rodeo. He's learning this with like we talk about this team being so young and full of kids. We often forget that Mitch has never done anything like this either.
I know.
And he's going against a guy in Mike Brown who's again, he's got 4 rings, all as an assistant, including one here. So he's assisted under Pop, assisted under Kerr. He's been to a finals himself, albeit he lost. This dude knows what the grind is like, and there's something to. I mean, in the Super Bowl, there's the game planning. You got 2 weeks to plan for one game, and it's everybody's game. It's my science against your science. How's it going to work out? The beautiful thing I think about the NBA and in these 7-game series is playing the same team over and over again and the smaller adjustments that take place between games.
The regular season is a player's season. The playoffs is a coach's season.
It's the same thing in college basketball in the tournament. Like it's the game that you play on Thursday is on the players. The game you play on Saturday on 1 day rest, that's all. What can the coach do to adjust?
No question.
So it's a big disadvantage for the Spurs. Not that Mitch Johnson's not a great coach,
and he hasn't had a bad series. And the fact is, I don't know where his mistakes were. I guarantee you, there's been many. I guarantee you, when he looks at his film, he's got many things that he would do different. I don't know where they were. I know this. That as much as Mitch is learning, Mike Brown is on. He doesn't have a lot of respect amongst his peers as a champion because he's ridden a lot of coattails. This will fix a lot of things with Mike Brown's career.
Here's what Mitch said, his thoughts after watching the film from Game 2.
I think we gave ourselves a lot of aspects of the game we need to improve. So it didn't take too much film or too deep to dig to find the second chance points is clearly one of them. 16 assists is not a reflection of this program ever since I've been here and decades before I was. And we can be much sharper on just a lot of game plan execution stuff. And then I think, you add that I think Victor will play better. Sure. I think a couple guys will make more shots than they did. I agree. So if you just do that stuff, that's just going to happen and just on its own over time, water fighting its little percentage, evening out. But I think there's a lot of things also we can control that are much more approach, game plan, execution driven that we can improve upon before you even get to, what did this guy shoot from the field, et cetera, et cetera.
All right, so I'm glad he said that at the end because the start of that really sounded like I watched a lot of film, and it's really
we did a good job.
We just got to make some more shots, and like, dude, if all you're counting on is the water to find its level,
well, that's the waiting to progress to the mean. That's the Daryl Morey. Over time, we'll win enough games. Well, we don't have that kind of time.
No, you are, and now you've run out. Like it's got to be now. So.
I'd like to see a stat, and it's one of that you do in the debrief. When he's done for the year and he's sitting in front of Brian Wright and they're talking about the season, they're going to pull out a number that's going to show plays out of dead ball. How many of those plays did you win? How many plays did you drop? Not
out of timeouts.
Out of timeouts, out of a dead ball. Like the play that he designed for Wemby was a good play. I had no problem with the shot Wemby took. Was a little bit further than I would have liked. Yeah.
Makeable shot,
but
though.
It was an eminently makeable shot that was thrown out by your coach.
About as open as he gets.
Yeah, so you drew up the play, you put your players in the right position. He missed the shot. That's not your fault. So I want to see at the end of the day what his plus minus is out of dead balls and timeouts. That's a barometer for me. And I would say right now he's above the mean. I think he's doing pretty well. I think he's winning more of those than he's losing. Is he Pop? No, but who is?
Right.
I don't expect that.
All right, let's hit a break, Vic. We'll be right back. I got to tell you guys about Underdog Fantasy, and the finals are still going on, but guess what? The World Cup is about to get underway. And the rest of the world calls it football, but here in America, we call it soccer, baby. And Underdog's your spot to be all in on every match. 48 teams, 104 games, 39 days, one nation, Underdog, indivisible. Feel the thrill right now. There's never been a bigger moment to have something on. And if you're like me, you're not a big soccer guy, you don't know a lot about the game, but you want to watch some, the easiest way to be into it is to have a little scratch on the game. Make higher or lower picks on goals, assists, shots on target, and get in on every match so you can enjoy every match. You might be thinking, oh, well, what am I going to think when Cameroon plays against Trinidad and Tobago? I don't know. Well, guess what? If you got something going on Underdog, you can be a lot more interested. Anyone who plays is automatically entered for a shot at $25 million. 25 people walk away with $1 million each if the USA wins it all. Download the app today. Use the promo code Alamo. You'll get $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Attention taxpayers. If you or your business owe the IRS back taxes or have years of unfiled tax returns, the IRS has greenlighted billions of dollars in tax relief to those facing financial hardship through its tax relief initiatives. If you have a delinquent tax problem and possibly facing wage garnishment, liens, levies, audits, or already in a payment plan, you may now qualify for significant relief. Qualifying and enrolling in this program could stop all collections, settle your tax problem, and may even reduce what you owe by up to 99%. Call the hotline at TaxPro USA to see if you qualify by dialing 800-444-9112. If you or your business owe at least $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS or state, you can now get the help that you need during these hard economic times. Call TaxPro USA to get your free tax assessment to see what you qualify for by dialing 800-444-9112. 800-444-9112. That's 800-444-9112.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey.
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog.
Great. Do you have a pool outside?
Nope, just a big old backyard.
Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
So if I were to go up to McDonald's tonight and say I want the gangbang, they'd know what I'm talking about? Or would they call the cops?
You got to say the Mick. Otherwise, you get arrested.
The Mick
and then you got to.
Hey, what are you in for? Well, I wanted a gangbang at McDonald's.
A whole new term of the McRib.
Hey, you got to throw the McRib in there, too.
Only for a limited time.
Holy cow.
You got to be careful in your wording. Phrasing is everything, Joe.
It is.
Phrasing is everything.
Phrasing.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Vamos!
Get to pinching.
We ready to roll. Let them know.
Hey, we need to win one. The cops are counting on the overtime tonight.
Absolutely.
Baby needs some new shoes. It's got to stimulate the economy. We got a bunch of T-shirts sitting in garages up and down Military Drive. Just
I know.
waiting to get screen printed. You got to win tonight.
The vendors printed a lot.
We got vacation plans in October, but we got to sell 100 gross tonight.
Dude, on FM 78, right here in the northeast part of town, I saw about 4 or 5 different separate vendors just.
Oh, yeah.
And man, there's still people just grabbing stuff, man.
So Military Drive needs this.
Yeah.
We need a win. We got fireworks that has yet to be exploded.
Asylum says the Knicks are good, not great. Low-key, the Spurs aren't great either. We can even this series. Usually it's a wrap at this point, but all things considered, not this time. I don't know. I mean,
sure, why not?
The Spurs have been great at points this season. I do agree the Knicks aren't great. The Knicks are good.
Exactly.
They're not great, and they're not playing great.
The sad thing is, even though they're just really good, and they are, they're still better than the Spurs thought they were going to be. In their minds.
They're better than I thought they were going to be.
Again, we fed that to them. They read our press. We told them, their coaches told them, the world told them, you beat the best team in the world in Oklahoma City. And no one disputed that.
No.
But these kids expended so much and poured so much into that bucket to get it done. It just isn't there so far. They just don't have enough. And that's enough of a lot of different things, all piled into, hey, man, you're down by 14 points in total score here. You just not scored enough points. You've lost 2 close games.
Yeah, but also, I mean, you're right. It's 14 total points, but it's also in a low-scoring series.
Yeah, it seems like it's a far-away thing. But, again, you're not that far off. So I get everybody's, and we should be optimistic in that they can beat them. We know they can beat them. They know they can beat them. I think even the Knicks know if we let off the gas it's been really tight, and we've allowed them to hang around maybe they're as good as we thought they were, and we've been lucky. But whatever the case, I think both teams know, at least today, that the Spurs can get one. Now, that will change very quickly if the Spurs go down tonight. All will be lost.
What I do feel like is, even though the Knicks aren't great, they are a pretty bad matchup for San Antonio. We've started to see, like, they've matchup-wise, there's some things they're exploiting. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns goes without saying, but Bridges as well has had some success. Anunoby's been difficult, and we knew Anunoby would be a difficult matchup.
Well, the Bridges arrival in the second half was terrifying because that's your worst case scenario. Once they find a third consistent scorer, you cannot beat them. You will not beat them.
Yeah, and if his shot is falling, it's over.
It's over.
But the Spurs have done a really good job taking out Jalen Brunson, and typically, and this is what I would have thought would have worked coming into the series. If you make Jalen Brunson play poorly, then the Spurs have a really good chance of winning.
I don't think they change a thing, AJ. I would not change my defensive strategy. They're staying under 100. We're stopping them when they're not shooting great. They're not playing. They're playing better than us, but they're not doing great. So,
and you just hope that the other guys regress.
They're going to miss some shots. I mean, Jalen Brunson misses 2 shots. We're 2-0.
Yeah,
misses 2 shots of the few that he has made. If he missed 2 more, the Spurs are literally 2-0. So, yes, it's ugly But I'm with the fans. There is no reason to think that this thing is over in that we can't win a game up there because they're fully capable of doing it. Now, it will be completely over if they don't win tonight. They might come home and make it a gentleman's sweep and lose it at home, but they will not win the series down 0-3. It is a foregone, over and done with conclusion. So you got to win tonight, even though it ain't the end of the world if you lose, because it really is.
Yeah, it does feel. I mean, it already feels like an impossible hill to climb. That would put a nail in it. There's just not a world where they can come back from down 3-0, especially after losing both their home games. So must win tonight, and if they do tomorrow, we can.
Deep breath.
You know what? And if they do it tomorrow, we'll be talking about them, and we'll say, hey man, they're only one game away from the Knicks
pucker factor. So yeah, it doesn't take much to get yourself back into the not the driver's seat, but at least back in the car. So
exactly,
I'm cautiously optimistic that they can get one in New York. I don't know if it, but it has to be tonight.
It has to be tonight, yeah. Because if they get one after they're up 3-0, it's
right.
That doesn't mean anything. And Ayatollah says, sure, Rob, we also win if Victor doesn't throw the ball at Steph's back or hits one of his mid-range jumpers.
All of those. They're not that far away from winning, and that's the galling thing about this. So as much as the media is going to tell you, they got no chance, they got no prayer, and Brunson is great, and Karl Anthony Towns is MVP worthy, all of those can be true and false at the same time. That yes, a lot of those is true, but they were very fortunate to get where they got. Sometimes it'll carry over, and it could be a sweep of biblical proportions, or suddenly the world gets back on its axis and Wemby doesn't do those things, and Castle doesn't foul a three-point shooter, and Brunson doesn't hit those shots, which aren't that far different. And then we got a whole different world. But
C-Note says if they win both up there, I don't expect them to lose at home again.
If we win both up there, we will win the series.
I agree. I just say just with what we've seen, it's just hard to imagine that happening right now.
But I'll stake my claim on it. If they win 2 up there, they'll win the series.
I don't disagree at all, but it just feels like that just feels like so far away at this point.
Oh, but can it be? Light your tall candles.
Yes.
Be ready for this.
Say your Hail Wimbies if you know them. Vic, you know how to do the prayers, right?
Yeah, you're going to help us out.
I know all of them.
Yeah, you got confirmed. And we'll the Salesian sisters should have kind of a drive-by blessing. We should be just able to go just throw some money in a tip jar, and they can lay hands on us
we
one
need
after
a bunch
another.
of holy water.
They're over at St. John Bosco, right? We can just drive through. They could bless us on the way.
Yeah, we got to figure something out, though. We got to, Vic. You're going to have to say some special ones if we're going to get this thing done.
I have my rosary from the Vatican, so I am
really. You got to bring that one tonight.
That's super power.
Very special Hail Mary.
The old Billy Barul.
The old Billy
Barul. The Billy Barul of rosaries.
Only bring it out when it's winning.
Billy.
Wait till you hear this, Our Father.
Baby Billy. Oh man, yeah. Break out if you got any good stuff. Now's the time to break it out.
All
friends.
of it.
Now is the time
the
to
palm
break it
from
out.
Palm Sunday. Just bring it all out.
Yes.
Although the discount T-shirts will be nice tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Shirts we'll be able to pick up
but do you
for
want
pennies on the dollar.
Do you
by
want
Wednesday.
them? Yeah.
No, but I mean, some of them.
They're good yard shirts.
Yeah, there's all kinds of uses for these things. Well beyond that one use.
Do you want one with the coyote stomping on Spike Lee? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. My wife's going to use it to color her hair.
Yeah, you're going to see in about 5 years. You're just going to be walking down the street and you're going to see a dude walking by with F the Knicks.
Yeah.
Whoa! Put that one away, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Got him. No, that's I'm hopeful, but not optimistic at this point.
It's possible. It's entirely possible.
It is. And, when you do say, hey, if they win both of them there, it's a series. They can easily win this series. I believe that. But, man, they gotta win one first. And right now it just doesn't feel like there's anything great coming the Spurs' way.
Spurs against everybody.
I've been beaten out of me. I think that's what it is. I thought I was going to bring the title, and now it looks like maybe not. So.
Oh, well, there's hope springs eternal.
I was getting my tattoo drawn up and everything.
But a crying Timothy Chalamet, a weepy Spike Lee,
that would be great.
Upset Ben Stiller.
That would be great.
Would be a glorious thing to watch. Even though they were wonderful while they were here.
Yeah.
All the stars spoke very well of San Antonio.
Chris Tucker,
signing autographs, doing all kinds. Yeah, so they had a good time at least.
Well, let's invite him back
Well,
in a couple days.
because they had a good time because they kept winning.
Well, but let's invite him back in a few days.
Yeah, let's come on back.
Yeah.
You want to? Now you get the second half of San Antonio.
Yeah,
not the nice side.
We'll treat you right. All right, coming up next, we'll take a look at the losers. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, got a couple of stalls. 37 northbound 410, that one's on the median, and another at 35 lower level southbound North Florida Street. Downtown, that stall blocks the median. Now, with summertime upon us, a lot of traffic on the roadways. Everybody click it or ticket. Everyone in Texas must buckle up no matter how old, young, and where you're sitting or how far you're going. Click it or ticket. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. We mean business.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast.
Pump up the volume.
When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Hello, Connecticut. May I help you?
This is Bill Tyson. Is this my Connecticut Pro?
Yes, Mr. Tyson. What can I do for you?
Calling from Yellowstone National Park. Old Faithful just erupted and reminded me I didn't set the vacation bypass in my Connecticut water conditioner. Would you run over to my house and set it? I've hidden the key under my doormat.
Well,
I forgot to set the bypass last year. I had that other brand, and the software used up 4,000 pounds of salt in a week.
Mr. Tyson, relax. With your new Connecticut, there is no vacation cycle or any worries about salt. If you don't use any water, your Connecticut won't either. We not only believe in saving salt, but also in saving water.
Would you go over and unplug it then? I'm trying to conserve electricity.
You forget that your Connecticut doesn't use electricity either. There's nothing to plug in, and don't forget that your Connecticut is also completely automatic.
You mean I can relax and enjoy my whole vacation?
That's right.
This is great. I've got Old Faithful here at Yellowstone and an Old Faithful in my Connecticut water conditioner at home.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Connecticut SA.com.
License number 38961.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the next rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward beyond what's expected. The Next Rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to be live out at the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to pregame for Game 3 as the finals have shifted to New York. And we'll go inside Madison Square Garden with Spurs TV analyst Jacob Toby. He will join us at 3:35. We'll see you Monday at 2 at the Roo Pub.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Knicks won Game 2 in dramatic fashion yet again. Jalen Brunson is the first player in the NBA since 1971 to score the final go-ahead points in 2 consecutive finals games. The Knicks are the second team since 1971 in the finals to win consecutive games despite trailing in the final 2 minutes of each. The 1990 Pistons did the same in Games 4 and 5 against the Trailblazers. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully it's a happy Monday. If it's not a happy Monday, it's going to be a really crappy Tuesday.
Yeah.
I can tell you that now. Man,
Damn it.
I don't want to do that show. I don't want to do the show tomorrow if the Spurs lose tonight. So
Yeah, me neither.
All is not lost.
I got vacation days. I might.
What did Spoelstra say a couple years ago? They've been blessed with adversity. They get the opportunity to find out who they are long before they thought they were going to have to.
That is a fact. I don't know, and maybe we're overreacting. I don't know. Is it an overreaction to say that the Knicks were like, especially maybe they're the team of destiny? You know, they've won 13 games in a row. Maybe they're to run through the playoffs the way they did. Maybe they were just supposed to. This was what's supposed to happen this year. I don't know.
Well, so far that is the storyline. So far, there's no doubt that they feel very much like a team that has found the momentum and the way to play together that very few teams fire on all cylinders and stay healthy and get all the perfect storm that they've gotten. They went through teams that were injured, that were not what they were, that were still missing a piece or two here and there, and they end up going against a team that has more talent probably man for man than they do, but not nearly the experience and all the other things that are there. So this feels very perfect stormish, very much like this was kind of ordained because the pieces all fell into place, and this snowball is now too big to stop.
All right, we'll get back into the Spurs on the other side, but let's start with the losers. Hello, losers. Yeah, there were plenty of losers this weekend. And I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna call this horse that won 2 races a loser.
I was so impressed with the fact that horse came back and won it. Why the hell didn't you run in a Preakness, bro?
That's all I'm saying. And I get it that, like, well, maybe if it would have ran in the Preakness, it couldn't have done what it did. That Golden Tempo couldn't have won the 3rd leg of the Triple Crown if it had run in the 2nd. But to me, you've got 2 options in my mind when you have a horse win the Kentucky Derby. You either know, okay, my horse got lucky.
1 in a million. I'm never running him again.
And I hide him away, and all I do is sell his semen for the next, the rest of his life.
And she chose no. Okay.
Right. But my option B is I'm going to try to win the Triple Crown.
What do you got to lose? You're already the Kentucky Derby champ. There is no crime in losing the Preakness. And if you did, and then you won the Belmont, which you did, I still would give you more credit.
2 out of 3? Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand horse racing. They have to incentivize or at least de-incentivize not running one of the 3. You just got to do it. If you're going to run one, if you're physically able, you have to run all 3. You're obligated. You can't back out unless there's an injury. That's the rule. Let's keep it there.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't. This is what you're racing for.
The essence of your sport. It's what has kept you alive low these many years as horse racing has fallen peg after peg after peg in the pantheon of American sports. We don't care unless we're watching the Breeders' Cup and there's a $500 million on the line, or it's a horse trying to win the Kentucky Derby. Other than that, it's a passing dalliance.
Well, and think about you have a lot of. I was talking about selling sperm. You get a lot of money. You got a Kentucky Derby winner.
Alone.
You got a Triple Crown winner.
I don't know the economics. It just seems to me that if I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a dollar. You know what I mean? If I won the Derby, what the hell else would I do? Unless, of course, my horse is hurt.
Yeah.
But he's never run this often. Well, let's find out.
All right, who you got losing this weekend?
This one's a tough one because I'm excited in the broadest sense for Nick Fan, because I know what 99 felt like for me. And if I found out that right before the very first time the Spurs were going to play a home finals game, that my president was showing up and making it virtually impossible for me to get anywhere near the arena where I had been watching every other game. I knew I couldn't afford to get in, but I could be right outside the building with my brethren. And a president who does not care, nor would have paid any passing attention to this, decides to show up on the first home playoff or championship game we've had in 27 years, and really the first one we've had a chance to win in nearly 50.
Yeah.
How much does it suck to be Nick Fan today?
Well, I mean, isn't it normally like I don't know how everybody takes it, but if the president shows up at your game, isn't it kind of like a don't most teams get excited about that?
Well, I would think, I'm not saying the players. The players, they're not going to know anything different.
Yeah.
They're going to go to work. The game will tip at 7:37, and it'll be over when it's over. The refs are going to do what they do, and then they'll deal with the crowd. I'm talking about Nick Fan in general that can't afford to get in the building.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's just freaking brutal.
But you can go to Central Park.
Yeah, there
you
are.
can go to the Brooklyn Bowl. They've got some good places set up.
And you're going to have to do that. But if you are used to standing outside of the garden, you just want to be within earshot, eye shot of the Mecca, of the place where it's going down. And go to the park, go 15 blocks south.
Yeah.
It just seems like the president could have sat this one out.
This one, speaking of the president, it's not done yet, but. And I've got a feeling this is going to end up happening anyway. But we are now 6 days away from the UFC Freedom 250 card.
Getting a little sketchy.
They've got the cage set up on the south lawn of the White House.
The awful tower, is that what they're calling it?
I don't know, but all I know is a federal lawsuit was filed over the weekend attempting to stop the fights from happening. The suit is filed by the Public Integrity Project in District of Columbia Federal Court. Alleges that the Department of Interior and the National Park Service violated federal law by organizing a private sporting event on public property and failing to obtain congressional approval for the event's multiple construction sites.
It's going to rain anyway.
An emergency application for a preliminary injunction to stop the event was filed early Sunday in the same court, and it claims that the violations of Park Service regulations by allowing the event to occur, the construction of the UFC's Claw Stadium structure on the South Lawn needed congressional authorization because it is federal parkland. And there was not an environmental review before undertaking major federal action significantly affecting the quality of the environment.
It sounds like a valid lawsuit. I think it's too little too late. And, at the end of the day, I'm not mad at this. This isn't uncommon for the president to host some kind of weird event on the lawn. It's happened over the many years.
We've never had a professional
nothing like
sport
this. But, we've had I remember at one point, I think we had a prom. Like the president had his kids' prom there. And I think there's been other presidents that have had, like, rodeos and stuff. It's happened. It is the people's house. I'm not, in the grand scheme, upset with this. I am a little upset with the totality of what's going on up there. It just feels like, I don't give a damn about the rules. I'm just going to do it and let the chips fall where they may. That's what bothers me more than this happening.
It's already assumed the UFC is going to pay $750,000 to $1 million to repair the lawns, and that's all without digging at all. They didn't do any digging on the White House lawn, and they're still going to have to pay $1 million to repair it.
Jeez. Well, he's in for a lot of money, man. Dana has put that in for some cash. I think he's going to lose his ass on this thing. I really do. Man.
Well, probably so. And then we'll talk about if he's a loser or not.
But everybody's upset about this going on the lawn. I don't care. Say a president in 10 years wants to have a basketball game. I don't want it to be like, nope, can't do it ever.
Are you going to watch it to see what it looks like?
No. It's a passing dalliance. Of course, I'd like to see how this thing turns out. It looks pretty crazy to me, but am I, is it the do-all, be-all for the 250th? No.
Yeah. All right. Man.
We got one more. FIFA fan.
Oh, give it to me.
FIFA fan. Everybody invested in all these tickets, and this seems like there's something chaotic about to happen. I just get the sense that fans and arenas and the combination of international travel and the weird FIFA ticketing thing, I think things are going to get weird in at least one city. I think we're going to have people upset.
When you say get weird?
It doesn't feel like the ticketing is working right. I get the sense people are going to show up with tickets that do or don't exist, that there's going to be empty spaces or more tickets sold than should have been sold. And just this whole thing feels a little like it's not going to work out. I don't like the way it sounds as we're getting things going this week.
It's very odd that could happen, like as much time as they've had to plan this thing.
I keep reading that.
It feels thrown together. And it's something that's absolutely not just thrown
and
together.
It's
been around
right?
I mean, we've known for a long time.
I just keep reading about these individual venues that still have all these questions. Are these fans showing? Were the tickets actually sold? And if they were sold, were they sold to the right people? Have them? All these little underlying stories that if you're on top of this, you think, man, are we ready for this? Is this going to go down the way we want it? Or are we going to have mass problems with people coming in from elsewhere and not understanding how things went so badly?
No, there's a real possibility of that happening for sure. All right, I got to tell you guys about Game Day Men's Health. And, guys, you start to feel off when you hit a certain age, and maybe your energy's a little bit low. Maybe you've got the brain fog. Maybe your sex drive isn't what it used to be. And a lot of that just comes down to your testosterone levels, and that's why I need to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. They've got a location out there at Alamo Ranch. They've got a location at Shirt Cibolo, and they know exactly what you're dealing with. And they make the process easy. You walk in and you immediately feel like you're in the right place. Good vibes. It feels like a man cave. They got golf on television. You got snacks for you. And here's the deal. You might be thinking, oh, well, I don't want to take a bunch of days off of work to deal with this. It is such a simple process. You get it starts with a free testosterone test. They do it right there in-house in their lab. You meet with a licensed provider. They're going to set up a treatment plan customized for you. And then you can start treatment the same day. So no need to go back later on. And after a month, you could be noticing that better energy, a better mood, better libido, all of those things. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddles, Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
That'll be 84.52.
Perfect. Grab the bags, honey.
Mom, why do you always check your phone before we pay?
I'm just claiming my cash back on the Upside app. Since we're getting the groceries here and we filled up the car on the way, I've already earned enough this morning to pay for that pizza night we're having Friday.
Wait, so the app pays for pizza?
Not exactly, but the cash I earn on stuff we need helps us pay for the stuff we want. It's just a little win for our family every week.
Get more out of your everyday. Upside is the free app that gets you cash back on routine purchases like gas, groceries, and dining out at more than 100,000 locations nationwide. No points, no rebates, just cash back straight to your wallet. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ACT5 to get a $5 bonus on your first purchase. That's promo code ACT5 to get a $5 bonus. Remember, use promo code ACT5.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. people who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
Ever tried answering emails with kids running through the house? Coldplay Cove is the better way to work and parent. A modern family space where you can grab coffee, work, recharge, and connect while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Built for families, rooted in community. Learn more at ColdplayCove.com.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm. Fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Ah, yes, a little Creed on a Monday.
What if?
What if?
What if?
Tell him, Rob. What if?
What if? The Bizarro universe.
What if you lied? What if I avenge? What if eye for an eye?
What if Brunson gets hurt?
That's a
Oh, we don't talk that way.
What if the Knicks get sick?
That is the bad karma that comes back to bite you in the ass.
I've seen the wicked fruit of your vine destroy the man who lacks a strong mind. This is this. You know what? Human Pride sings a vengeful song, Rob, and right now Spurs need a vengeful song. They've got to come. They got to figure it out.
You know, the Karl Anthony Towns.
We are
story,
one. We are strong.
We are built to win together. Is what this does.
The more we press on.
I bet they're listening to Creed right now.
That's right. They said
right.
They said, we are one. We are strong. The more you hold us down, the more we press on.
Yeah, that's a fire-up song.
You know what? The Spurs should play this in the arena.
Right?
Well, that would have been appropriate in '99.
Oh, don't be such a hater.
I just saw it just now. Victor, on his day off yesterday, was in, I guess it was Central Park, someplace with his sister, sketching statues. Sitting on a bench with his paper and his pen and his pencils doing some drawings.
Huh.
We all have our escapes.
This mother, he better get to practice.
Dude, be a normal boy. Go spend money on clothes and
Why
kicks.
are you so weird, man?
Why are you out drawing statues?
Man.
You should be like the rest of the NBA dudes, and you should be heading over to Kith and hitting all the cool shops, spending some of that well-earned cash you got.
Yeah.
Did you see that story about him turning down Sprite's money?
No.
So before he signed, right when he was drafted by the Spurs, of course, Sprite has had an NBA deal for a long time. They came to Wemby to be their face, their endorser, because they had recently lost LeBron, who went with, what's that other, Starry or whatever that crap is. And Wemby said, no, I don't want to be responsible for killing kids.
Oh.
I don't want to endorse Sprite.
Damn.
More power to you, bro. It's a new generation.
Well, Sprite. I didn't know Sprite, the leading cause of death.
Well,
children between 8 and 12.
Something a kid like.
It's the best hangover drink.
So.
Sprite is what my mom would give me when I had an upset tummy.
Yeah, you got your flat Sprite.
You can have a little sip of
a
Sprite.
blanket, a little your popcorn bowl to throw up in, and the price is right.
Well,
Mom went to work.
In the Mexican household, it's 7-Up that takes away the cancer.
7-Up and Windex.
That's what does it.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Big Red. I thought you guys, Big Red cures everything.
Only if the priest will bless it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Salesian sisters.
Somos católicas. You gotta. Have a priest.
What kind of sponsors? What kind of endorsements does Wimby do? I don't think I've seen him on any big
Nike.
national ones.
He's got Nike.
Nike with the alien.
Nike's got his
thing.
primary stuff. I am sure that he has the big three already. I'm sure he's endorsing some kind of drink.
I don't think he's doing any soda.
At least not in the United States. I don't know what's going on in France.
Vino, I bet.
He might very well, but you have to have you have to have a shoe.
Okay.
You have to have a drink. And then you have to have an alcohol, but I don't think he can do an alcohol yet.
I don't think he can.
He will.
Well, he could. He's 22.
Yeah, I guess so. So, but you have to have your shoe.
But I don't think he's got one.
You got to have your drink, and you got to have your alcohol, whether it be bourbon or now is tequila. You have to have your own tequila.
Okay.
Oh, Louis Vuitton. That was the other one.
Oh yeah, he does do LV.
Yeah,
That's right.
He
does it. So some high end stuff, but
Yeah.
It's very fancy. This Hector Banana Bread. This is very fancy. I like his style.
Dude.
The Keldon Johnson, he show up in a cowboy hat. He looks poor. Victor Wanyambaja shows up in the Louis Vuitton and looks very, very classy.
I think the gear to get this year, the one that everybody has chased, is the emojis of our different players.
Yeah, I like that.
So the alien and the castle and the harp. Have we decided that Keldon's the cowboy hat? Can we just go ahead and say he's a cowboy hat?
I don't want him on the hat
predator?
right now.
Well, I'm just saying I've seen all like cornet is either a coronet or a piece of corn.
He's a piece of corn.
So I think that's appropriate. It should be corn. We need to decide on what these emojis are and stick with them.
I agree. Hey, we got 1 hour left. I got Gary Clark tickets coming up for you next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, got a couple of stalls. 37 northbound 410, that one's on the median, and another at 35 lower level southbound North Florida Street. Downtown, that stall blocks the median. Now, with summertime upon us, a lot of traffic on the roadways. Everybody click it or ticket. Everyone in Texas must buckle up, no matter how old, young, and where you're sitting or how far you're going. Click it or ticket. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
The future won't wait, neither should you. That's why American Public University offers affordable, flexible master's programs to keep you moving forward. American Public University, made for what's next. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Eric Cargill's family has worked the same land for 5 generations.
If a farmer or rancher gets sick, that's downtime in harvest or planting. Animals don't care if you get sick. You know, I have type 1 diabetes. What if my blood sugar crashes and I'm out in the middle, I'm 30 miles from anywhere?
That changed when nurse practitioner John Hodges opened Rawls Family Medicine.
If our clinic were not here, some of our patients would have to drive up to 90 miles to see a healthcare provider.
Healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right for everyone.
I just want to help as many people in the community as I can.
John Hodges keeps us going, all of us, and that's kept our farm and ranch alive, and hopefully into 6 and 7 generations.
How has a nurse impacted your life? Share your story at thepowerofnurses.org.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is Game 3 as the Spurs head up to New York to play in the Garden. Tip set for 7:30 on ABC. The Knicks have won each of their last 13. That's the second longest win streak in a playoff run in NBA history. Only the 2017 Warriors had a longer streak. They won 15. The Spurs get back to the Garden for the first time in the playoffs since June the 25th in 1999. That's where they danced at midcourt, winning Game 5 and the NBA title by a single point, 78-77.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
That's why we lost.
Oh, don't blame him. Don't blame him, Vic.
That's exactly why we lost.
Sounds like he's drowning.
I know.
We got the refs released. We'll have Mark Davis tonight. That's a good reffing call. He's one of the better refs. No Tony Brothers sighting.
Okay. I mean, listen, so far, unlike the OKC series where it felt like officiating was a topic of every game, I haven't felt like the officials have even made an impact on this series.
The Brothers called game was a little sloppy. He kind of inflicts a little bit of I don't know what I can do on his team. Now, luckily, it was on both sides.
Yeah, what I mean is I don't think there's been room for bitching.
No,
for anybody.
not at all, none at all. But I just don't like the way Brothers calls games. Now it went both ways, but and I guess if both teams are mad at you, you did a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
But I appreciate this group of refs. He is highly professional. Davis is a pretty even guy. He's not a road or a home ref. He'd be the guy I'd ask for.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that works out for the Spurs in a must-win situation. Gotta get one tonight. Otherwise, we're spinning our wheels here.
Man, we will. Well, I don't even want to consider the possibility of facing the 0-3 deficit in the Garden and being even a little bit behind in the fourth quarter and what that will look like, because
it will look hopeless. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the word for it. It will look hopeless.
The roof will blow off the Garden.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
will be in a situation where if you manage to do it, no one has ever done anything like that.
Yeah.
Ever.
But there's keep hope alive, right? It's this is a team that has exceeded expectations all season long. We talked about it earlier. They haven't lost 3 games in a row all year.
All year. It has been over a year since the Spurs lost 3 games in a row.
So if anybody can pull it out, I would say it's him. But again, the Knicks have won 13 games in a row. That doesn't happen by accident. You don't. And by the way, that's 13 playoff games in a row. That's against playoff teams. That doesn't happen by accident.
Now, the last time we were there, didn't we come from like 20 points behind and win a game? Weren't we way down?
Is that the one they won? They won the one on the road this year? Because I know the Knicks were 2-1, and one of the losses was a neutral in Vegas for the Spurs. So did the Spurs won there and the Knicks won here?
I think so. I'm trying to find it. We came from way back. I'm not sure if it was the last time we were there, but certainly when we were there, we have come from like 20 down.
Okay.
So we have had a negative deficit.
Well, how about this? Building. How about the Spurs don't get down by 20 this game?
Well, that would be a good start.
If I were writing out the game plan, which Mitch hasn't asked me for mine yet, but if he does, I'm going to say, hey, at no point go down 20 points in the game.
And the funny thing with the Spurs, they've been such a good starting team this year. The first 8 minutes have been the Spurs minutes.
No, the game in New York was the game that they lost by 25 points.
They got hammered.
Yeah.
Okay. They have been a good starting team. And for whatever reason, they haven't been crisp to start the games. And that's the thing when we talk about new place and a new environment. That's when you start looking at your coaching staff and you go, what are you doing where they're not starting the way you want them to start? And that's witchcraft, I know. But
and it's funny because they've won the first quarter in both games. And they've actually covered the spread in the first quarter of both games. But they've had to come from behind to do it.
Yeah,
because the first 5 minutes has been rough in both games.
And so you're working so hard the next 8 minutes where I think you extend Wemby's numbers as far as time on court. And then by the time you're getting into the third and fourth, Victor seems tired or disconnected. I don't know what to speak of what's gone on, especially in the second quarter of the last game. Where did he go?
And part of why I've been betting on all season long the Spurs in the first quarter is because that's usually Wemby getting 10 minutes.
And it's progressive good minutes where he leaves and they're on a roll and everything's going great. For him now, they fought so far back and then, hey, rest up, dude. You just climbed the mountain when you know.
They sat him with 7.5 minutes to go in the first, and he didn't play again in the first quarter. He only played 7.5 minutes in the first quarter, which is – and by the way, when the Spurs actually made a run and took over the first quarter, Wemby was sitting on the bench.
Wasn't with him.
So it was mostly the De'Aaron Fox show. It was – so that – I mean, it was a one bet. I'm not complaining, but I felt very fortunate because –
stay on top. That's the little thing that wins the game. That gets lost in the numbers because they were in it late. But when you think about the effort extended to get back where they should have already been, and then to be in a situation where Mitch would not put him back in.
Yeah.
Is a very interesting, and when we go back through and can take the time to see exactly what went down, that's a very interesting benching at a time when they desperately needed him. And he, again, was just disconnected.
Ironically, as the Knicks take a 13-game win streak into this game tonight, the Spurs were on an 11-game win streak the last time they went into Madison Square Garden, and that's when the Knicks snapped that win streak with a 25-point win.
In deference to the Spurs, a lot of teams have had a win streak up in the Garden over the years. I mean, this is why this has been such a big thing for them because, quite frankly, they have not been good for a long time.
No. I meant the Spurs were on an 11-game win streak overall when they went to New York and got beat. So that snapped their 11-game win streak, just like the Knicks are on a 13-game streak now. So maybe the Spurs can return the favor and snap that win streak for them. C-Note says Spurs wasted a game where Fox shows up.
Here's my hope.
The problem is they need more than one guy to show up on a given night.
But the good news is, with every passing minute, quite frankly, with every little bit of time, De'Aaron's getting healthier. That ankle is getting at least a little bit closer to – he's probably running at about 80%. But with every little bit of treatment, with one more day of health, it did matter. He was healthier in that game, and he did play better. So I think a lot of his problems have been his feet and his legs. So I do think the health will help him. Now, he's going to have to make some uncomfortable shots because that's what the Knicks are forcing him to do. And you're just going to have to make them, dude. Everything else, I'm not mad at you. A lot of guys on this team aren't making the shots they're supposed to. But you're here for a reason. And your reason is to lead us when we're unable to do it as the uncle. And you're just going to have to be the dude, man. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to have to find another way to get it done because the questions that you're going to face in the summer haven't even begun. You think it's been hard now. Wait till we start drafting and we start looking at what our roster is going to be made up of and the whopping checks we're going to start writing you.
There's an article on CBS right now called NBA Finals Overreactions. And I'll just give you kind of the chyron, and you tell me if it's an overreaction or not. Knicks are a team of destiny.
That's not an overreaction.
Okay. Karl Anthony Towns will be the Finals MVP.
If Brunson continue, he's just their boy. I think the writers are smart enough to see it. I hope. But
if it was merit based, he certainly should be the leader in the clubhouse.
If he continues to do what he's been doing, I think that's not an overreaction. That he'll get it. Just because when you start adding the apples to apples and you look at Brunson's shooting percentage, you go, well, they're here not because of him. So I do think he has the shot if they do sweep it like this because. I don't think Brunson has enough time to kind of catch up with the numbers.
Wemby's back-to-back mistakes lost the series for San Antonio.
Well, yes.
And so here I'll say this. Let me say what they're calling the back-to-back mistakes. Obviously, throwing it off Castle's back was one.
Missing the shot was not a mistake.
No, but fouling Brunson immediately and sending him to the line.
That's not his fault either. That's kind of the Chris Webber, were you told on the bench? Were you told? Because if you were, then it's your fault.
Because it's a tie game there.
I know. But coaches are responsible for that. You're responsible for playing, but those little things on the sidebar, if it's against your natural inclination to do it, you need to be told by your coaches, and I don't care how old you are, because if you're thinking, you're dying on a basketball court. So I'm going to lay a little bit of that on the bench if, in fact, they warned him.
Is this an overreaction? Actually, no. Wemby's last shot in Game 2 wasn't great.
Well, it wasn't a great shot. No, he missed it. But I'm not upset with the shot itself. They drew the play up. The play came through fruition. The picks were made. He made the curl. He got the shot. He was just probably 2 or 3 feet further away than I would have.
I would have certainly preferred him to be closer to the basket. Going to the basket would have been ideal. Wemby, his postseason stats in the paint has been a 63% score. Mid-range, 25%. Three-pointers, 35%.
That should be in his locker.
25% mid-range number is not ideal. 63%, Wemby. That's in the paint.
Limited attempts, though. I'd rather you be shooting 50% on double the attempts.
Yeah. Overreaction or no? The Spurs' young guards are already more valuable than De'Aaron Fox.
That is not an overreaction.
Okay. And last one, this series isn't going back to San Antonio.
My heart tells me it's not. My gut tells me that this is not going to.
You think this is going to be a sweep?
I just feel like the electricity there, they're playing so well, and they really haven't played a good game yet, and they've beaten us twice. It's going to take a Herculean effort.
Man.
Because I think they're saying the same things we're saying. Man, Brunson's not even playing well. Bridges has played a half. Anunoby showed up for like 8 minutes. Shamet has hit some open shots, but not been what he was coming into this series. The only thing that they can brag on is Mitchell's hit a couple of free throws that we didn't think he could make. But other than that, nobody's played, extraordinarily well. They just played better as a unit than the Spurs.
Even when Mitchell Robinson, when he makes free throws, even then it's like, how did that go in?
And only against us does he make 3 out of 4.
That's
my
crazy.
God.
Those are some gross-looking free throws.
So that's one of those team of destiny kind of things. When the guy who's shooting with one eye crossed is making them, we're in trouble.
All right. On the other side of this break, I'm going to give away a pair of Gary Clark Jr. tickets. He's playing the Aztec Theater August 28th. I got a pair of tickets for you.
I want to go to that.
It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Did clear one of our trouble spots. That wreck at Callahan at Babcock just cleared. Still working the wreck at Babcock just before Hollyhock. That's northeast side. And then I-10, frontage road eastbound approaching Ackerman. Getting reports of a wreck. Noticing some delays along 1604 westbound Boulevardy Road on over to Stone Oak Parkway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oof, shocking time to lose a whole strut.
Ugh. Comedy is not your thing, but I do know that Rock Auto has what I need to fix it.
With parts shipped right to your door. No kidding.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. In the 1930s, America was searching for hope. And then, a voice spoke directly to the people.
Tonight, my single duty is to speak to the whole of America.
Not from a stage, but through the radio. Calm, clear, reassuring. In uncertain times, radio made America feel connected again. 250 years strong, and still, America listens.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. It is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
This Father's Day, join the Blitz Live at Coldplay Cove in Stone Oak. Enjoy Dad and Me sports activities, coffee tastings, giveaways, raffles, and family fun built for modern families. Grab your tickets now through the events page at coldplaycove.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back, my emotions are stable, and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for your chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's like Dan Paws trying to bring the brigade bar down. He's putting broom emojis and...
Hey, man, we are the acorn that becomes the mighty oak.
Rude. Rude, friend.
But, dude, do not get swept. Do not get swept.
Please. Please don't get swept.
Although LeBron got swept.
Yeah. I'm still...
That's just about the only superstar in my lexicon that's ever gotten hammered like that.
No, I agree. Someone said, even LeBron took this. No one gets there right away.
Well, that's what we've been saying all year. I mean, that is a true statement.
I mean, unless you're like Magic Johnson and you show up to a super team, it's easier said than done. Man, did you, Vic? What'd your wife do this weekend?
Why?
Why? What happened?
Is there something he should know?
In Ohio,
I know, sir. What is?
a robber ran into a dollar store with a gun.
Oh, we know what would have gone down here.
And the dollar store employee beat them with their fists until the police could arrive.
That's what my wife did.
Employee of the month.
That's all I said. Did your wife transfer to Ohio?
I think so.
That's one of those when you do it, you get the attaboy from the management, and HR goes, "What the hell were you doing?
What were you thinking?" Yeah, well, imagine that.
I said, your Tide they were stealing? No, that was ours.
I read that story. I said, man, Vic's wife going up to Ohio. Like,
I know.
Let me show you guys how to. They send Vic's wife wherever they're having a problem with shoplifting.
Yeah.
Mrs. Brown's here with her brass knuckles.
Whatever store's getting stolen from, they send Vic's wife up there, and she just beats the hell out of everybody.
She's the fixer.
That's crazy. I was like, man, when Vic told me that story, I was like, man, Vic's wife's the only person in the world who would do that. And nope.
Mrs. Brown is the wolf.
Apparently, the dollar store just hires people who will whoop your ass if you try to steal from them. That's like a...
Well, it's a
Those are the ones that
requirement,
we found out about. There's a lot of others that wouldn't on a ride to the train station.
Sure, you know how to, you've got experience with a cash register, but have you ever been a bouncer at a nightclub?
No, they just grew up on the west side.
Are you kidding? I was a shopper here before they hired me. Yes, I can fight my way out.
Yeah, once they found out she went to Fox Tech, they hired her right away.
Oh, you're hired immediately.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up? Oh, you're in.
Damn.
You're in.
All right, you're in.
Fox Tech, you say. Front lines. You're on the west side.
Two sisters in California have been arrested in San Diego, California.
We all know what that means.
That's right. Kun Ying Yang, who's 81 years old.
Is that the younger sister?
No, that's the mom.
Oh.
There was a 911 call, and they said Kun Ying Yang had been discovered unresponsive by family members in the apartment. When police and firefighters arrived at the scene, they found Yang positioned awkwardly on a bed. She was pronounced deceased at the scene.
What does that mean, awkwardly on the bed?
Well, she had been face down in a fold-out couch
So they rolled her up in the couch?
For at least 16 hours. They said she clearly should not have been in that position, and efforts were not made to remove her or get her appropriate medical care. An autopsy found Yang died of positional asphyxia or suffocation, with neglect as a contributing factor in her death. And these two daughters, Rebecca Wu and Ingrid Wu, were arrested on suspicion of murder. Jail records show they were both charged with first-degree murder and felony elder abuse. There was indication to the San Diego Union Tribune that the elder abuse charge was in relation to the alleged neglect of their 88-year-old father.
Oh, these are good kids.
These are bad kids.
They just got away from them. My God, there must be I hope there's a will involved with this.
Is there a worse way to die than being
left on a couch just
folded up into a pull-out couch?
So did they fold her up, or was she just laying face down like a baby?
No, they folded her up into the couch. And left her there.
The couch is a little lumpy.
I did that to my sister when I was a kid, but eventually I let her out,
Oh, yeah. After how long, though?
A while.
An hour or two.
Where's Mom?
A while. You don't let her out immediately or she won't learn her lesson, Vic. But with 91-year-old women, I think if you leave them in there even for a little while, it can go awry. 16 hours is way too long to leave her in there, especially if you're going to actually sit on the couch and watch your
hang out.
Watch
your stories.
Watch your stories on the couch while you.
And how old are they? So they're in their
50s.
50s, all right.
Yeah, the Wu sisters.
Well,
this
is not the cheer.
Woo! They're Wu sisters.
Wu is heading to San Quentin.
Rebecca. Woo! And her sister Ingrid. Woo! Yeah, both arrested.
Fold your ass up in a couch, Mom.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good way to go out, I wouldn't think. If I die and I'm found
folded up in the couch.
Well,
see, the thing is,
my wife.
Your wife is way too intelligent for that to happen.
It was
You'll just disappear.
That's probably true.
We would just be nothing left.
That is probably true. But yeah, that's not a great way to go. Not the way I would want to go.
Yeah.
I guess maybe being caught on fire, like once you're folded in the couch, is worse.
Well, there's worse.
But I don't know. Finally, and this is in Corinth, Maine. A man was starting to lose his high-speed chase with police. So he decided he was in a truck, and he said, I think my best bet is I'm not going to be able to outrun him, so I'm just going to turn around and ram him.
Play some chicken?
Yeah, and he won the game of chicken, but he lost the game of going to jail. He did have to go to jail. He had stolen the truck, and it's a lot easier to ram your car into someone else's when it's not your car.
Oh, yeah.
If I stole, Vic's car and rammed it into something, I'd be a lot easier for me to do that than to ram my own car.
Well, if it starts.
If it starts, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but your car could easily outrun the police, Vic. I'm not worried about it.
All right.
But yeah, he decided after slowing down, he decided he wasn't going to outrun him. So he just decided to ram into as many officers as he could.
Hey, man, take some down with you. If you're going to do the time, you might as well do the crime.
22 years old, by the way. Was arrested and charged with the following: aggravated driving to endanger, eluding an officer, criminal speed, aggravated criminal mischief, trespassing by motor vehicle, and operating without a license. You know what's...
They didn't get him on the attempted. I'd have thought they'd have got him on attempted murder.
Well, you know what's oddly missing from that also? Driving under the influence. Completely sober he did this. What? Think about your mind where you go, you know what I'm going to do to get away? I'm going to ram into a barricade of cop cars. That'll work. I'll just hit 4 or 5 cop cars and get away.
I'm going down in style.
I can picture that if you're hammered, going, yeah, this might work. You've already your tires have already been hit by the spike strip. You're on flats. You're thinking, okay, there's only one way out.
This is one of those when the cops beat them. You're like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look good, but I get it.
That.
You deserve the beating after this one. You turned around and rammed right at us.
All right,
you're gonna get a beat.
Let's see what's going on in Hollywood on the other side. It is the you know what? I got Gary Clark Jr. tickets. Speaking of Hollywood, if you haven't seen Gary Clark, get down on that git fiddle. Oh, boy. That sucker can play that guitar. He'll be playing it at the Aztec Theater August 28th, 7 o'clock. Rob and I went last time he was in town. What a great show it was.
Yes, sir.
What a great show it was. You'll enjoy it. 2 tickets to caller number 12. You got a pair of tickets to go see Gary Clark Jr. at the Aztec on August 28th. All right, we'll check Hollywood news. Coming up next, Huddle on Hollywood, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero-sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy-flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more at every Tuesday home game. First pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of San Antonio is offering buy 2 windows, get 3rd free, and no interest if paid in full within 12 months. No promo payments due. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Knicks won Game 2 in dramatic fashion yet again. Jalen Brunson is the first player in the NBA since 1971 to score the final go-ahead points in 2 consecutive finals games. The Knicks are the second team since 1971 in the finals to win consecutive games despite trailing in the final 2 minutes of each. The 1990 Pistons did the same in Games 4 and 5 against the Trailblazers. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yes, sir.
You know it.
I like to spin glow sticks when I hear music like this.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, from your rave days?
Yeah.
Wearing your Jenko jeans or something?
Oh, yes. Yeah, my son is now wearing those jeans that I wore.
No way.
That I wore in high school.
You passed them down?
No, they're not mine.
Oh.
Mine were all ripped to hell.
Not Juggalo jeans.
No,
those
they're
wide ones.
They're Jinko jeans.
But, but Jenkos were Juggalos.
No.
Yeah, they were.
No.
You were a Juggalo, you wore Jenkos.
Could you fit a laptop?
I don't think that's true.
You could fit a laptop in the back pocket, right? Those.
Oh,
huge,
yeah. Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know which ones you were, yeah.
Yeah, they were the ultra wide leg. Like
there we go.
You could fit 3 dwarves in your leg.
Yeah. You could sneak a lot of beer in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those were the days.
I'm playing this stupid 82-0 game. Have you guys heard of this?
Oh, yeah. I've got a 78-4. I've got the best team I've ever built today.
I did not get good teams.
What's
I think I'm hamstrung by the quality of team I'm choosing from.
I mean, it is a random draw. But I built a 78-4 today. That's hard to beat. It's my best so far. My best yet. All right. Every day around this time, we like to see what's going on in the world of Hollywood. What's the scuttlebutt amongst the rich and famous? I like to see what the famous people are doing. Have you heard the new Taylor Swift song, Vic?
Hold on.
Oh my God, she's got a new. Is it like for the World Cup?
It's for the for Toy Story 5.
Oh, okay. Well, I get that.
I Knew It. I Knew You. It's called. I heard it this weekend. It's pretty good. It's like a.
Does she sound in love?
It's written from the perspective of one of the toys. I think the cowgirl toy. I forget that toy's name.
Jessie?
Jessie the cowgirl toy. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good song. It's a little throwback to the country Taylor when she was a little Nashville.
Back to her roots.
Yeah, maybe so. So maybe we'll need to play it sometime this week, Vic. But speaking of Taylor, the guest list for Taylor and Travis's wedding.
Did you get your invite yet?
No. Oh, here it is. This is good, huh, Rob?
This classic. This will go down as one of her best.
I think Jack and Anna should dance to this at their wedding. How many people are going to be at Jack and Anna's wedding?
Oh, I don't know.
Will it be between 11 and 1,200?
It won't be that big, no.
Because that's how many are going to be at the Kelsey Swift wedding at Madison Square Garden on July 3rd.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah.
They're getting married. What now?
Yeah. They're getting married on July 3rd in Madison Square Garden. They're going to have security from the NYPD and private companies as well. There's going to be road closures around MSG. The arena also doesn't have any windows that would allow for photographers to take any photos of the event, and MSG has underground parking. So that's part of the reasons why they picked that venue.
So they don't have to worry about helicopters, right?
Nope, no drones.
No drones that are coming.
And apparently, I think it's going to be like going to a Dave Chappelle show. I think you might have to lock your phone up at the door.
I guarantee you will. I have no doubt in my mind you'll be logging that up.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it would have been like we would have heard about it afterwards. It's super secret.
No.
And then they'd have flown everybody out to some locale that they could control the area, like some island. And then we'd find out.
1,200 guests, though. Like, what island can you keep a secret of having 1,200 guests?
It would have been tough, but you would have been, unless it was, I don't know, man. It just seems like that's such a play to the fan and the glitterati type thing. Like, okay, we're going to do it in public in the most known arena in the world.
But I think they're doing it so they can stay out of the public. Like, she's basically renting out the arena so no one else can see it.
Okay. I think that sounds like a good idea.
We'll see. I didn't get invited, which,
I'm quite frankly surprised I haven't. But
I bought a new suit and everything.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys see have you guys seen the new Spider Noir?
Yes, I saw it.
The cartoon?
Yeah. No, it's not a cartoon. It's the Nicolas Cage show.
Yeah, I've watched the first two episodes.
I watched it
all. It's
all.
pretty good. I'm not going to denigrate it at all.
I don't like Nicolas Cage.
He ain't the same.
But apparently it's getting great reviews.
I'm telling you, he's not the same dude that I thought was half crazy. I think he's just aged into just being an actor. I don't know. He's playing a good role. It's
okay. Good. I might be into this. I might give it a try.
Especially if you're not a cartoon superhero movie guy.
Yeah.
Which I know you're not. This one might be kind of down with you because it's gritty and it's dirty. It ain't like you'd expect Spider-Man to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I'm
the Spider.
The Spider.
They call him the Spider.
The Spider, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the top movies this weekend. Scary Movie. 3-day, $55 million weekend for Scary Movie. Masters of the Universe. I loved Masters of the Universe when I was a little kid, and they made
have
the power. Yeah. I liked Master of the Universe more than I liked G.I. Joe when I was a kid. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah. But they made a bad Master of the Universe movie a long time ago. It was really bad, and I don't know if this one's good, but it made 29.3 in its opening weekend. Back Rooms. $135 million total. It made 25.9 in its second weekend. Obsession, which I keep hearing great things about, made 25.6. I think I do need to go watch
And then
Obsession.
there's one more it's a horror movie about, I don't know, big open rooms. What is it?
Back Rooms.
Back Rooms, yeah.
Yeah, that was third.
That's something else. That's supposed to be something unique.
I haven't heard of Amazing Digital Circus, but that's fifth with 12.7. And Mandalorian and Grogu in week 3 is already down to 10 million. It's not doing very well in the theaters.
Let's put it on streaming. Let's stream this thing so I can watch it.
It's made 155 million total, which is a massive disappointment for a Star Wars movie, particularly a Star Wars movie that they spent that much kind of putting out there. Now, some people are saying that the movies right now are being hurt by such an interesting and intriguing Stanley Cup and NBA Finals.
I would put some stock into that, especially when we're dealing with like Star Wars. It's the same kind of you're cross-pollinating the same fans.
Are you?
I think so.
But that's like there's sports fans and then there's friggin' nerds.
Well, again, and these are nerds that only pay attention to playoffs. This isn't, you know what I mean? These aren't regular season basketball fans. These are the ones that would actually take time off from their nerd stuff to watch a game.
Rin says, I saw the newest Scary Movie and it bleeping sucks just like all the other ones. The younger Wayans brothers are just not as funny as their older brothers. Well, that's too bad.
Oh.
Ayatollah says he's seen Backrooms twice now.
That's the one that's supposed to be something else.
If you want to see what AI has in store for us, that's what it is. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm only a little afraid of that.
I am a little bit of that. And he says Obsession's a well-acted monkey paw movie. Backrooms atmosphere is an AI nightmare. So I want to watch I want to watch Obsession. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch both of those. Maybe I need to do a double header But the problem is now, I got sports to watch every night.
Is Devil Wears Prada not even on that list anymore?
It's down to number 10, but it's had 6 weeks. So it's totaled $215 million. So it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, they're happy.
Michael, in week 7, is still 7th on the list. It's totaled $354 million.
God.
Shocker. People are still looking to see that Michael Jackson movie.
A complete whitewashed version.
Yeah, $354 million total through 7 weeks. All right, let's take our last break of the day, Victor Brown.
All right.
And we will wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
'Twas the night before Father's Day, and all through the house, Dad slept in his recliner, completely passed out. Magellan Outdoors and Titleist win the night as Dad dreams of gifts from Academy, the kind he'd like. Because tomorrow's not just Father's Day, you see. It's Dad Christmas at Academy. Line up before the doors open on Saturday, June 13th to score a promo card worth up to $500. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Fun can't lose. Select Austin and San Antonio Academy stores. No purchase necessary. Open to Texas residents 18 or older. Visit academy.com/official rules.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for DraftKings Sports. Did you know that DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us right here in Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Texas. Whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or late at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 941SportsStar, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 941SportsStar in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to be live out at the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to pregame for Game 3 as the finals have shifted to New York. And we'll go inside Madison Square Garden with Spurs TV analyst Jacob Toby. He will join us at 3:35. We'll see you Monday at 2 at the Roo Pub.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I was reading as I was reading further about the Scary Movie.
Yeah.
So for it's $56 million for a comedy movie. The last time a comedy, not an action comedy, like not like Bad Boys, those Bad Boys, that's an action comedy. A pure comedy movie opened over $50 million. 2014.
I still don't know.
22 Jump Street was the last time that a comedy opened over $50 million. That's pretty wild.
We've lost our sense of humor. We don't go to funny movies anymore.
Yeah. The Hispanic and Latino moviegoers are 40% of Scary Movie's audience, followed by 28% black and 20% Caucasian.
Really?
Yes. So it shows.
What was that again? Say that again. What was that? What was the breakdown?
40% Hispanic.
40%.
28% black. 20% Caucasian. 58% men. 42% women. These guys can't get their women to go to the movie with them. Not this movie. No, this is too terrible. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
The Knicks are 2.5-point favorites at home. The total is 215.5. Rob, your official prediction, please.
As far as the line goes, they don't. 215. It's a lot more offense than we've seen.
I don't think it's going to be there.
I don't like that, so they're not going to hit that. I don't think. I'm a realist. The Spurs are going to win. Are not going to win tonight. They'll be close, but they're not going to win. So,
Okay.
What's the line? 5?
2.5.
No, that's pretty small. So yeah, I'll take the Spurs on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your player props tonight: Hector Banana Bread, 28 points.
He's been falling ass backwards into these points. I get why they're giving him all. That's awfully high though. He's not going to get 28 points tonight.
Brunson, 27.
Now I expect a return to Brunson-esque form. I mean, it's not that he's going to score more points. I just don't think it's going to be as much volume. So I think he will score well without having to take as many shots because of the home cooking.
Karl Anthony Towns, 19.
That's probably about right.
Steph Castle, 17.
Oh, we're going to need at least that. So, yeah, I'll take Steph in 17.
Anunoby, 16.
That's a good number for him. I'll take he'll be under that.
Dylan Harper, 15.
Oh, we're going to need more than that, Dylan.
And De'Aaron at 15.
I would need more than that, De'Aaron. So I'm going to pick the Moors on both if they're going to win.
Here's one that I think they need. Julian Champagnie.
Oh, tell me how many threes on this.
10.5.
10.5
number.
No, I think he can do that. I'm really curious number of threes they have him listed at. Obviously under 4.
Well, yeah, I can tell you. It's 2.5.
I'd like the more than that. I think he's going to have plenty of opportunity to shoot them.
Yeah.
And he's going home. He's got a little bit of home cooking coming. He ate at Mama's last night.
2.5 is the same number that Victor Wembanyama, Hector Banana Bread has. So we'll see.
Just start fast, or just start like you have and hold on and see what happens late in the game.
Yeah. Wemby and Karl Anthony Towns to both record a double-double.
I think that's a given. Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah, that won't be that hard.
It's minus 150.
Dude, that's easy money.
That feels like a good deal. Yeah.
The only thing that might hurt is Cat might not get the rebounds, but he will get the points.
Yeah. Man, it feels like like I'm being suckered in somehow. The hockey game tomorrow, Game 4, with the Knights up 2-1, remains in Las Vegas. Carolina is a minus 115 road favorite tomorrow in Vegas. Carolina's been favored in every game so far this series.
Sucks, man. I don't know why.
I don't really either. I'm a little surprised now that, especially that we've seen some games. I'm certainly a little bit surprised now. The favorite now to win the Conn Smythe is Mitch Marner. He's actually a pretty healthy favorite, minus 205. That is a
Well, for about 5 minutes in the second period last night, he was the best player in the world.
Yeah. Brett Howden, who is the leading goal scorer in the playoffs, is 75-1. If he were to have a good couple games to finish this off, that 75-1 could be appealing. I might throw.
You know what?
I might throw a little down on old Brett Howden on bread. See if you can get something out of that one. In Major League Baseball today, the Seattle Mariners are at the Orioles. Mariners minus 130. The Yankees go to Cleveland. Cleveland minus 130. Red Sox in Tampa. That is a Red Sox minus 115 line. Christopher Sanchez, who's been phenomenal all season long, goes for the Phillies. They're minus 175 on the road against the Blue Jays on Patrick Corbin Day in Toronto. Spencer Arrighetti, hey, hey, we're going with the Astros. They're going at minus 130 in Anaheim. They're playing the Angels, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Arrighetti, he's going to do what he do.
Ain't much.
Minus a 130, Arrighetti.
Put your lira on it, not mine.
Padres hosting the Reds. The Padres minus 135. Nationals at the Giants. Giants minus 160. Brew Crew minus 150 at the Sacramento Oakland River Cats of Las Vegas Athletics. The Rangers are off tonight, so there's no double dong challenge for you tonight. No double dong. Although Corey Seager is back.
Yeah,
back in action. He hit a home run.
But nobody didn't select him. Yeah,
nobody had him. Yeah. Ayatollah says over-under on Trump camera shots.
It's, you know what? That's such an interesting Kalshi bet because you wonder which way the league and the stations are going to go.
Well, what if I told you which will be more noticeable the first time President Trump is shown on camera, boos or cheers?
Oh, it'll be boos. Are you kidding?
Boos minus 300 favorite.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's funny, man.
All right. Hey, Blitz will be on at 2. They'll get you ready for Game 3. Spurs, Knicks. Go, Spurs, go.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle